Hello. Hi. My computer decided to update, so that's why my hair is short of start time. Everyone okay? Everyone see me fine? See this bright orb over here? That's who'll be joining me tonight. Well, I'm going to put the invite out if anyone wants to come up and make their debut on camera. I thought I'd do a short stream to fill the void because I've got a lot of anger in me tonight and I need to get it out of me. Okay? Wow, 20 people already here. Isn't that amazing? I picked up some records today too, and I'm trying to plot out what I'm doing tomorrow, and I haven't quite figured it out. It seems like I got a weird feeling that tomorrow's not record store day is not gonna my my hairpiece isn't on straight. I got a weird feeling that it's not gonna be that all that big of a deal tomorrow. Am I wrong about that? I have reporters all over the place that are feeding me information. And from what I see, people are getting in line early for the Olivia Rodrigo thing. Is it a 45? I don't even know what it is. So I was over at Amoeba today. There were a few people in line, like a couple hours ago. And then this rinky dink record store in Burbank that's not even carrying everything. Someone told me there were 7 people in line already. Really? Olivia Rodrigo? Come on. Crazy, huh? Yes. I don't know what's going on, man. Yes, it's me. I'm here. Maybe we could call this the stream of spite. Come up and join, Roger. I posted the StreamYard link. So maybe I can show some stuff. Here's one thing I got. I don't think I showed this on my stream because I didn't get it. Is this the best of Louis Armstrong? And that's come up, last minute, talk to me. So this, I'm kind of mad I stepped on a record. Ugh. It's not a crazy hard to get record, but I heard a crunch. I hate to admit it. Okay, so getting back is this. This is what Chad said is King Oliver, and it has 3 different titles. So I found a made copy for $6. Hold on. No, I know she's popular, but isn't there 16,000 of the things she did coming out? Like maybe that's not enough. Maybe it's a thing you got to get. So this is good. Go get this. It's sound. I mean, I'm not auctioning it, Nick, but I'll tell you this. This is the thing. Chad just finds good sounding albums. I don't know how much magic he has to do to make them sound better, because this sounds really good. And this is a 60s pressing in very nice condition. And I will admit, I'm not the biggest Louis guy, but this song's really good. St. John's Infirmary, that's good. So, yeah, it's a good buy. Hey, I don't mean to bring personal business in here. I still have that King Pleasure record for you. I forgot about it when you got something from me in the last auction. So please remind me about that. Thank you. Olivia, well, you mixed up. That's a good one. You mixed up too. That's really nice. Good job. Some sugar-free diet cherry limeade. No coffee right now. So I haven't decided what I'm doing tomorrow. It was always my thought, maybe I'll go over to Record Safari because they post a lot of the stuff they're going to put out. They're only having a limited of Record Store Day records, which sometimes they do and don't do. But they really haven't posted anything that worth running over there and waiting early. So I think I'm just going to stumble through a bunch of different stores, and what I find, I find. It was always my mind to get up early Sunday and try and buy stuff online. So, yeah, I didn't get it yet. What do you think? The mail is 5 minutes long? Uh-oh. This might not go well at all. Hey, Nicole. What's going on? Are you
Let me get.
you were muted? The record I stepped on. Oh, she'll come back. The record I stepped on. I'm not going to say what it is, but it's not. It was an OG mono, but I didn't pay a lot for it, and there's a reissue you can get of it. So it's the price of being an idiot and having a lot of records. So, but the record use hasn't. I don't even know if it's even left your general metro area. So that's my yelling at you. So I think Jim knows the guy who's issued that record. Yeah, it's not good. It's not good. It's not that I'm hoarder. It's more an organizational thing. If I organize the records the way I want to, it won't look like I live in a hoarder situation. Uh-oh. This is someone who refused to come up because he needs his beauty rest for tomorrow. Just letting you know. Okay. Nicole and then Harry. What's up, Harry? Harry, have you ever been up with Nicole? Are you muted? No.
No, I haven't, but I've watched Nicole on here. Hello.
Hey, Harry.
You've got some pretty cool memorabilia that I've seen.
Yeah, all my Fillmore posters.
Yeah, wow. Hello, everybody in the peanut gallery.
So, Harry, you are still good to go for 2 a.m., no?
2 a.m.
I am, but I'm going to go more local. See, there's a record store like 10 minutes from my house, but it's a really small store, and they don't typically get a lot of stuff.
Are they gonna have the turntable?
Yeah, I asked her today. She said she's got 3 of them.
Well, that's more than the other store.
Yeah. Silver Platters in Seattle said they got 2 for each store.
So what's the price on it?
$179 is what I heard.
That comes with the 3 discs.
It's the record player, the carrying case, and the records.
What are we talking about? Which record is that?
So it's a Beatles 3-inch record player and 3-inch record.
Okay.
Now, how many are they doing of it?
I have no idea.
It's going to be flippable, right? It'll probably go for.
Oh, absolutely. This is going to be, if I got it and I didn't like it, I would have no trouble selling it. So it's a no-brainer to buy it.
What if you could just guess a price you think it would go for?
There's no telling.
Yeah.
I'm going to say $350 and up.
That seems low on the 350.
Well, and up. Look at your Ringo album from Amoeba.
Oh, yeah, that was already sold.
You sold that already? What'd you get for it?
A good amount of money.
Okay. Was there a line for just to buy that?
So, okay, here's the deal. I didn't go. So apparently Ringo and the Linda Perry were there at 11. I didn't go there then. I wasn't even.
I thought it was tomorrow he was going to be there.
No. Here's what happened. Okay. It was announced, I think, the night before. You go there, and it was a limited edition 7-inch red color vinyl.
Okay.
Titled February Sky. People that went there for it, there were raffles, and the big winner got the first spot in line for Record Store Day.
Oh, nice!
Wow.
Here's what happened. My power went out, so I couldn't do any work. So I got a wild hair on my butt, and here was the deal. I said I'll go south or I'll go north. North to Amoeba, south to another store I like to go to. And I just said, let's go to Amoeba. And I went there and I said, hey, do you have any more of the 7 inches? And they go, yes. So
Wow.
they were $20 a pop, and then I put it up.
Wow. I didn't realize it was a 7-inch. I wouldn't want it. I really don't collect 7-inch records. If it had been a 10-inch or 12-inch, I'd have probably tried to get one.
Yeah. Listen, Chris. And by the way, this is your other account. He couldn't log in. Me and him have been chatting. I don't know why you ask questions. Not like I don't know anything, but he really wants the Geldof record.
Can we now call you Rob the Flipper?
Well, no, because as long as you probably know me, here, Harry. Here's the deal.
The Boomer Flipper.
No. Hey, listen, your stupid ass sells records too.
I know. Don't we all? Really?
I don't sell records.
Harry, I find records a new home. I'm sort of like a,
That's right. You're doing a service.
Yes.
Yeah. I should get a sticker that says, I'm back in my car that says, I love my rescue records.
But here's the thing. Here's what I say to record store owners. I don't take that money and do something else with it. I come back here and spend it at your store.
Yeah, you buy more records.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You benefit.
My only issue with William is that he would go into a store and buy all of them.
Hold on. We don't mention that name.
Okay, Bill.
Billiam.
William.
No, but my motivation is not to sell records to make money to live on. My motivation is to go back out because I feel like I've said my favorite part is digging for records.
Right.
And you, Harry,
and doing it with used records is totally different than
but you benefit from it, Harry, because you say,
absolutely.
hey, and I'll send something to Nicole. In fact, if I find something I know someone wants, I usually contact them and say, hey, do you want this?
Yeah.
Without making any money in the process. So, well, I appreciate people's sentiment, and I appreciate the amount of people here watching me just venting. So, thank you. Hey, I'll show some records I picked up. And I showed this before. I picked this up today, actually. I picked up, and I believe this is the one you want to own.
Oh, that's cool.
This is an OG, but it's a first press. It's the first press of this album.
Wow.
Yeah. And Harry, I know you're old enough that you probably knew this lady. That sounds like a name you would know.
Arlene. Oh, yeah. She used to babysit me. I listened to that record when I was like 3.
Actually,
this came in the mail today.
Is that the Pink Floyd?
Yeah.
Where did you pick it up in Seattle there, Harry?
No, I actually ordered that off of Amazon way back when it was announced. I had some gift cards on Amazon.
I ordered it from Finger.
It's the same mastering as the Bernie Grumman 2016, right?
Yeah, it's just it's a collector's item.
It sounds good though. It really does.
Well, I have that one. It does sound good. Getting back to this one, Deep Groove, RVG, and it, even though it has some marks on it, it sounds fantastic.
Well, fine.
Yeah, it's really good. So, and I didn't pay that much for it at all today. Who else is hold on. This is not a jazz stream. It's a stream for we're all inclusive except for morons.
This came in the mail today as well.
Now, how do you determine a best of Bruce Springsteen?
Well, he's got so many compilations.
Yeah, really. It should be. How many? Is it one record or?
It's a 2-record set, but it's kind of nice because it's got Streets of Philadelphia on it.
Mm-hmm.
Got some Ghosts of Tom Joad stuff. And it goes all the way up to his last album, Letter to You, on the second to last.
Springsteen a couple times.
Yeah.
Life. Yeah. Good show.
I think I've seen him about, 35 or 36 times.
Wow.
Hey, so there's an Art Pepper record that was not announced as part of every region's record store day. I never saw it anywhere, and then it dropped the other day. The Red Records, which that's an Italian jazz label, is dropping this live Art Pepper record. Cool cover. Very there for some reason I don't understand why the records are very pricey. I got those Joe. I got those. I got those Joe Anderson, but
you know that Bill Evans thing that was a CD that's coming from Japan.
Yeah,
I saw that Jackpot is going to be selling those things
for Record Store Day.
Yeah, part of Record Store Day.
But Jackpot only has store up in
Portland, I think.
Portland.
So will it be online at their store on Sunday?
Maybe. Yeah, $50 a pop.
Light in the Attic is selling them too.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So, okay, Harry, I picked this up, and I know of this because I've always been looking for a good sounding copy of this.
Good record too.
And this is like one of Steve Westman's favorite albums. And
that's a nice find.
It wasn't even that expensive at all. They here's what's weird. I found it at Amoeba, and they'll put like some wear on it, but their definition of wear is weird. It could be lots of marks, or it could just be surface paper marks, and that's what this has.
Well, the thing I hate is that they tape everything up and then say ask to look at it at the desk. You know?
Well, but I find that good. So you go to the information desk and they open them for me.
I think Roger is waiting to get in the show.
Oh, okay, sorry, Roger.
There you go.
Yeah. Dude, I don't
Hello,
know.
Roger.
Well, you would think with that shirt on, I would have seen you. I'm sorry.
Yeah, really. Well, he's from Mars.
Roger, are you going out in the morning? You're muted.
Muted.
I can unmute.
There we go. Sorry.
Are you going out in the morning?
I'm not entirely sure yet, but probably not for Record Store Day per se, or at least not any of those releases, but my local shop put up their rarities today. There's a Little Feat bootleg I want. So
this is the thing people don't talk about. A lot of stores that don't really participate in it do great deals. Like Record Store, everything's 25% off. A lot of stores I've seen 20% off. And that's a good enough reason to go because they all have wall records. Yeah. You know, that's
my local place doesn't have a discount, but they have bands and free beer.
Yeah, with the Seahawks.
There you go.
Yeah. Took me a long time to find that shirt.
Yeah, and stuff like that.
That's all the one with the 49ers there, Harry.
Yeah. I saw that, and that's what made me think of that. I think that's a bootleg shirt. Then it's not authorized.
Yeah.
Hey, Roger, are you into Fish at all, Roger?
Not so much these days. I watched a little from their Sphere stuff. I was much more into them in the early 90s, but yeah, I watched the video from last night.
They're doing a lot. How long is their residency there?
Just like 4 nights, I think.
Yeah, it looked kind of cool.
I think I saw Fish around 96, maybe 95.
50% off. That's crazy, man.
That's a lot, yeah.
Wow.
Well, yeah, I think I'm just gonna. I have about 4 stores I'm just gonna go to and see what happens. I want to get the jazz titles, but we'll see what happens.
So, what's your number one jazz record you're looking for, Rob?
Well, I think I'm gonna get rid of my Bill Evans box. I'm gonna get that Bill Evans mono, but the one I want is the Steve Lacy Mal Waldron.
Yeah, me too.
I think there's only 1,500 of them, so that's one you should probably try and get. Oh, here's one.
I loved them on CBS in the 80s when they would team up.
Yeah.
Lacy and Waldron.
Yeah, you were a big Irv Cross guy, weren't you, Roger?
Absolutely.
So here's one record I'm interested in. And I remember Patrick mentioning this record, and for a long time I thought he meant Brand X, the Phil Collins band. So there's a Texas private press jazz record fusion from a band called Band X. So if you know Permanent Records is a record store here in LA, they have a bar. the guy who runs it puts out the Brown Acid series.
Mhm.
So he also finds records to reissue. So he's reissuing in conjunction with another company this Brand X record. There are only 1,000 being made or pressed. He says we will, since he's doing it, they're going to have a bunch there. So I'm probably going to go over and try and get that record. So that I streamed it. They're singing on it. The main leader's a Vibe guy. So that seems interesting to me.
I can take vibes about that much.
It's
It's like bluegrass. I can only listen to so much bluegrass.
but you smoke a lot of it. So Bobby Hutcherson's my favorite. So I'm into that. It depends. Lionel Hampton, no.
The best vibes were on Moonlight. Feels right.
Okay.
Midnight. Wasn't that a vibraphone he was playing on there?
I only know that song because I grew up in DC, and he goes across the Chesapeake Bay.
Well, weren't they a DC band?
I don't know if they were.
And he made that up on the spot. They said when they recorded it, he just went with it, and that's how it ended up.
Here, Darren has something too. I didn't mention Brand X. I said I thought it was Brand X. It wasn't an opening conversation for Brand X.
So you want to talk about Brand X?
Yes, this whole stream's about Brand X.
Hey, Nicole, I don't think we've met before, but I like your posters.
No, thank you. Yeah.
So you're in San Francisco?
Berkeley.
Oh, okay.
Has that changed your opinion of it?
No, I love the Berkeley Amoeba. That's where.
Yeah, I don't know. A lot of times, if I want something, if I see it on their, on Discogs, I'll just say, "Hey, just mail it to me," because parking around there right now with People's Park being what it is or what it isn't.
Yeah.
It's better just to have it mailed me. I'm 3 miles away from, Amoeba here. So.
Hey, Louie, when we hang out together in Austin, let's go looking for Brand X records. So, I picked this up yesterday. So my buddy Omnivore has a relationship with our Pepper's widow, and they initially put.
I think you should leave people's private lives out of.
Well, they hang out, So
isn't she kind of old for him to be having relations with?
To put out his albums, my friend.
Oh, she puts out.
So they put out three different colored of this set, and my buddy ran out of the vinyl. He gave me one of them, and I finally found the third one. And this is outstanding. One of the best songs Art Pepper does live is actually "Over the Rainbow," and it is killer. This version's killer. If you ever find this record, and they have color variant and black vinyl. Hey, Mark Glassman, weren't the Brand X records the first things you got rid of when you whittled down your collection? So this was a good pickup. This right here. What did I else get today? I found an OG, not an OG. This is probably like a third or fourth pressing of this.
Oh, that's a good record. I like it.
I mean, and it has a slight warp, but it plays really nicely.
Yeah.
And this is a really good record. I think I have 3 copies of this now. I have a Japanese, a beat up original, and then this one today. It's good.
God, living in LA, that you'd definitely find a boatload of good records.
Nicole, it is very rare that I come home with one record.
Yeah.
Well, I found this today. Roy Haynes Hip Ensemble. And this dude's still alive. What is he, 99? And he plays still.
Is it now the Broken Hip Ensemble?
Hey, I got to tell you, on our open mic that we go to every Sunday, we have a guy who's 95 who comes every Sunday with a snare drum, a cymbal. He brings it in himself. He won't let anybody help him.
Really?
He plays for 2.5 hours. He came in 2 weeks ago, and as he came in, he tripped and he fell.
Uh-oh.
And right here, this part of his hand hit the edge of the cymbal, and then it hit his eye right here. They had to call the medics to come in because it was bleeding pretty bad. And they said, well, we'd like to take you in. He says, no. He says, I got to do my set. But he says, if I'm not feeling good when I'm done, I'll call you.
Wow.
95. And he stayed and he played. It's like, wow.
Wow, and he
I
probably
would've been
makes
on
you,
my ass.
he probably puts you to shame too. I'm guessing.
Yeah. He's something else. I hope I'm like that one if I get to that age.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm feeling the way things are going technology wise. We're all going to be murdered by robots within 5 years.
I'm counting on it.
You're counting on it?
Based on the way people want Pablos now, I picked this Pablo up, but it seems like every Pablo
Wow, Jim.
has on it. I was watching an interview with Joe Pass too. I like to watch the old interviews with these guys.
Got Ella Fitzgerald, Joe Pass is a great record on
All of them. I mean, I wasn't big into Ella. Those records are great.
Yeah. I used to use that as a demo record on a lot of things. Yeah.
This is what's funny, like when Rick Rubin goes, I'll reinvent you, Johnny Cash, I'll reinvent you, Neil Diamond. It
didn't work with Neil Diamond.
Well, but
No.
that's what Norman Granz was doing, like with these guys, like Ella. It was just Ella and Joe Pass, I always pick up this.
I'm really hoping that Rick Rubin does something like that with Paul McCartney, and that Paul lets him do whatever he does. But
I thought about someone he should do that with. I forget. It wasn't Paul McCartney. I was thinking there's someone he needs to do that with. If it comes to me, I'll blurt it out.
Did he really try that with a Neil Diamond kind of?
Yes,
two albums. Two albums.
Yeah. I had high hopes for it. I thought,
well, the 12 songs one is good. That is good.
Okay.
It is good.
If I never hear Sweet Caroline again, it's too soon. The Boston home sports teams have ruined that song for me. I hate that. So good. So God, I hate that shit.
There's a really good movie, Beautiful Girls, where they sing that song in the movie.
I've seen Fish do that song.
When people do that song, if they're if they're doing it, when it gets to the part with the chorus, I sing, I hate this song.
Okay, what if he does Harry, what if he does it with Springsteen?
I would still hate it.
There was one guy I'm thinking he should really do it with this guy. Gosh, now I won't be able to mention.
What era was he?
He was probably like an older guy who needs a shot in the arm. That was what my thinking was.
Boz Scaggs?
No, I think Boz Scaggs is what I've seen of Boz Scaggs. He's fine.
He's still okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
Even Steve Miller is still fine. He's still good.
That one of my favorite songs by Boz Scaggs is High Sierra.
Nicole, question for you from Delfina.
I have most of the James Brandon Lewis stuff, but I don't know if I have that.
Did you? I think I might have that one. Someone
Not the new one, or the one with the almost a rock band.
The new ones with the guys from Fugazi, the rhythm section.
Yeah,
it's good. I have it.
Do you have that? I don't know. I kind of passed on it. I just kind of looking at it.
It's not like I'm a very knowledgeable about the band Morphine, but it kind of has that kind of vibe to it.
Oh, really?
I like Morphine.
I know how Mazzy was.
Then, I'm serious, Harry. There's if I can find the record, James Brandon Lewis with I forget what the name of the band is. It's out. That is a great record. It's very Morphine-ish. That's what it sounds like.
If you think of it, text me their title or something.
I will. This is I'm going to put this in the mail for you.
Yeah, I've been swamped with work. I got a couple of things. I found a steeplechase. Of course, with how much you buy, I'm not sure you have it or not. So
No, I showed this on my on. I picked up a lot of. I'm gonna upgrade copies of Pat Martino records, but
Uh,
I love him.
yeah,
He was
he's,
great.
Roger, do you have any of his stuff? I think you would like him.
yeah, those are good records. Pat Martino's a great guitarist. Unfortunately, he had some sort of stroke, and then he couldn't lost his ability to play, and then he had to relearn everything. And
Yeah, not like Keith Jarrett.
yeah,
Hold on. I'm trying to
Well,
say.
look what happened to Chet Baker.
yeah,
Yeah, but he was his own worst enemy.
Yeah.
yeah.
It wasn't like Pat Martino had a stroke due to
Yeah.
whatever he had going on.
Yeah. So, what's your number one pick, Harry, for record store day?
Well, other than the 3-inch Beatle record player, I want to get the 2 George Harrison reissues. What do they call them? Trozopes or I don't know.
So
And then
From Facebook.
there's 2 John Lennons I want to get. It's the same one, but there's 2 variants of it.
Oh, that's the Mind Games. Yeah, that's
Yeah. There's a black one, I think, and then there's a glow in the dark.
Uh-huh.
Here's this album, Harry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Zoetrope.
That's them playing on the back together.
Well, I saw James Brandon Lewis, and was about a year ago, and it wasn't a rock band, but it was about as loud as a rock band in a very small club. So,
Hey, Harry, here's Harry. Harry Lewis is a nice guy I've met. He lives in LA. Harry, do you have the link? Let me see if I can look up and share the link because I didn't get to watch this, and then I'll share the link. So after we're done streaming, we can go watch that. Also, last week, and I think it's still live. I was watching Billy Harper at Smalls. That was great, and I didn't realize how he liked to talk. He even took questions from the audience.
oh, that's nice. Yeah.
For an 80-year-old man, he was very shy. He was playing Weiss. Hey, Harry, where are you going tomorrow? Are you going to any record stores for tomorrow? Let me know in the comments below. The link.
Louis, I think you're right, Louis. You're not taking crazy pills.
Louis, maybe you should go over there and report back to us. I feel something might explode.
Roger, what's up? What are you looking for on record survey? Anything?
Honestly, not that much. I might maybe the Dr. John.
Oh yeah,
But-
here, I have it right here.
Yeah.
And I
Now-
want the Mono Monkeys.
What I need to find out about the Dr. John, though, I know it's the singles, but how different is it from? Is it stuff that's on the albums? Because I already have that.
How about the
No,
Chris
it's-
Isaac
okay.
one?
I have it. That's the record my friend's putting out. Omnivore. It's his singles from 67 to 74 or something like that. I'll pull it if I have 4 of the record store day records he's putting out. I think they're right here. I think.
But yeah, as far as the record store day exclusives, most of the stuff that I would be interested in, like the Dead or the Little Feet or whatever, I already have on CD and
Right.
probably won't get. So
Yeah, I want to get the dead box. I always get the dead box on the record store day.
Is it the show from RFK? Is that the one they're doing?
I believe it's.
I think it is. So, yeah.
What's the Neil Young that's coming out?
I just saw that pop up. I don't know.
Is that the one that's called Fucked Up, or is that a different one that's coming out?
Yeah, it's
Fucking Up.
where's Jim Record News talk about the Frank Zappa, the one that was just introduced live at the Whiskey A Go Go.
Yeah, but that's not record store day, right?
Not a record store day, but it's coming out with I got it on
What era for Zappa is it?
it was 60 something with
Yeah, well, Whiskey a Go Go. Yeah, that makes sense.
mother's 1968.
Thanks, Loki.
So the record's it's a 5-record set for
Okay.
$110.
Our friend here with the unique name says it's from the Toronto show. That never came out.
I'll get that as well. I get about everything that Neil puts out.
Wait, Jim, is this is not Record Store Day, is it?
No, this is the one I was just mentioning.
Is it coming out on vinyl? Because 3
Yeah.
hours.
Yeah.
So how many discs?
Pre-order. It's pre-order. You have to pre-order it.
What is it, like 8 discs?
5 disc. And then you could get the CD, obviously. But
Yeah, I had completely spaced the dead box is the it's the Nightfall of Diamonds from '89 RFK show. It's an excellent. If you haven't heard it, if anybody hasn't heard it, it's an excellent.
comes out July 12th. Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Sorry, I wasn't trying to interrupt you.
You can't see it.
Oh. Well, I'll pull it up. What is it called? At the Whiskey, right?
Let's go to the Zappa store.
Okay. Whiskey, 5 discs. Let's see.
I might get it just for the cover. I think the cover looks cool.
Delphina was mentioning Sun Ra. This is something I picked up just recently, but
Yeah.
I'm not a fan. Can't say I like it.
You don't.
I wasn't sure what it was going to be, but I got it at a used bookstore.
My daughter, who is a 31-year-old daughter, heard her fiance saw Sun Ra a year ago March in Brooklyn, and then 6 months later my daughter saw him in Santa Cruz. Again, they're Sun Ra. My daughter is a Sun Ra fan.
What, Harry? Wasn't I sending you one of those Omnivore Record Store Day records? Didn't you want the 10,000 Maniacs one? Or am I wrong about that?
No, that was somebody else.
Okay. The Whiskey a Go Go, 1968. Okay. Here's the CD. I'll pull it up.
Yeah, that was fun.
I just like
I'm gonna try for it, Dane.
I just like the instrumental stuff, you know. Okay, here it is. Whiskey a Go Go 1968. It's the 3 CDs. Why isn't there? Can you search it? There you go. Okay. So it's coming out with 2 discs.
Yeah,
And then
highlights.
And that's really not that much. $110.
Yeah, for 5.
Not for 5 LPs. No.
And a custom turntable mat.
Yes.
Ah.
Then you'll have to change your VTA.
So what show is this? Is it a last show for them, or
I don't know. Jim would probably know.
Jim, what's the significance of the show?
Good luck getting it, Dane. I hope you do.
Uh-oh. Are they having a discount?
Uh-huh.
Like 20% off of stuff?
For their wall, for their used stuff?
Yes.
See, I rarely go to the store that's close to me because it's probably 95% new titles and maybe 5% used. So there's not a lot of digging to be done there.
He says early Zappa. We did this already. I'm not going to rehash crap. The one title Here, I'll pull up the one title right now. The Art Pepper RSD 2024.
Chuck, I'm hearing that is $179, but I can't confirm it.
Here we go. Here's the title that it seems like they just dropped it. Let me pull on the screen. Add to screen. This
Hello, John.
Art Pepper, The Art of Art. It's a live show from 1981, which seems like all these live shows are from 1981.
It was a good year.
But these Red Records reissues are very nice. I got the Joe Henderson. So, but $43, or I mean that's pounds. So $50, around $50 for it. I don't understand that.
So
That
you
makes
said, Rob, you said earlier that you were thinking of selling your Bill Evans box.
Yeah, if I can get all those records on 33 right now, if I buy what's available, I think there's only 2 or 3 I will not have.
Oh,
How easy will it be to sell that box?
yeah, considering it's still in print.
If I sell it for a certain price, I'll sell it. I mean, here's my rationale with it, and this is my rationale with everything. I only had to sell 2 records to buy that box,
Yeah.
and they were 2 records that one I found for $5, and the other record I found for $12. So in my mind, I only spent $20 on that box.
Yeah, that's not. Yeah,
Yeah.
It doesn't
So-
like you feel like you're losing a shitload of money.
Well, this weekend I'm gonna get a power adapter for my Riga, so it'll be easy to play 45s. But I don't. The memories of the box are well documented. I don't know.
Well, I totally understand the initially
Hello, Uwe.
the turntable that one of the tables I first started off with did have 45, but it was a real pain in the ass to change go from the belt to the pulley, and it was just too much of a hassle.
You had to remove the platter to do it.
Yep.
Yeah. Mine it's external. All I do is move it from the lower part to the higher part, and it's just right there. It's easy.
Hey, this is very shocking to me. Okay, Harry, can you pull out that Sun Ra record you bought by mistake?
Uh-huh.
Okay, Lisa Harper has actually asked a question, a real one.
This is the real Sun Ra Orchestra, and this is from Chicago, 1988 FM broadcast.
Yeah,
Just a
so
bootleg.
Yeah, but is that after he passed? Is that after he passed away? I don't know.
I saw the actual Sun Ra.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know.
Well, it's not a tribute band. Like I said, it's still the
No, I mean,
same
there's-
band, except Sun Ra.
Yeah.
There.
That's
I saw him about a year ago.
So here's a funny thing. I grew up watching Saturday Night Live from a young kid, but for whatever reasons, you couldn't see any of the music performances. And now on YouTube, people are just dumping them. And Sun Ra was on Saturday Night Live,
Yeah.
I think in 81 or something like that.
You got it.
That sounds about right.
You got it, John. Hey,
What?
last week's Saturday Night Live with Ryan Gosling was hilarious. It's one of the best ones they've had in a long time.
Yeah. Well, it's when everyone breaks up and stuff. But
Oh, it was good.
the one with Kristen Wiig the week before wasn't bad either. They did this Jumanji skit. That was pretty fun.
Yeah, you don't have to wait all the way till 11:30 at night anymore on the West
No,
Coast.
we get it 8:30 now.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, actually, you don't have to wait because they individualize the skits and put them up on YouTube. So,
When I watch a weekend update, it's usually the YouTube videos.
yeah. Yeah, that was kind of weird today. I don't know the full story of that guy. I knew it was the last I heard, he was an insane dude from Florida. So that was weird.
The answer is yes, you do.
Hey, It seems like a lot of guys died in '82. Sonny Stitt, Art Pepper.
Yep.
Are any of the jazz people members of the 27 Club?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're well, not 27.
Yeah.
But what was Clifford Brown when he died? 25.
25.
Scott LaFaro, was he 25 or 23?
Somewhere around there.
And then Booker Little. All three of them died in car accidents.
Right.
Mm.
So there is something like that in jazz.
Yeah, nobody wants seatbelts.
Eddie, it appears he may have not totally been a anti-Trumper. He was just like nuts.
He was nutty. What were you going to say, Roger?
Hal Farlow was with Bill Evans, right? Is he the who was
Bill Evans? He played with Ornette Coleman.
I'm thinking of
yeah.
He was on the Waltz with Debbie
and Sunday at the Village Vanguard. Yeah,
that's the one I was thinking.
But they all died kind of, I thought, around the same period of time.
Yeah, and about the same way too.
Yeah, the story with Scott LaFaro is sad. He went home to visit his folks. I think he was from upstate New York, like maybe Buffalo or somewhere around there. And then he went out with his buddy, and his buddy was drunk, and LaFaro was, I think, asleep in the back of the car or something like that. Yeah, it was sad. But there's a recording. Someone told me that there's a recording floating around that someone's trying to get pressed or put out of a Scott LaFaro with Ornette Coleman. It's like a live show. I know there's some other recordings that exist with both of them.
You'd think they'd talk to Chad.
No.
Nah,
I asked.
Wrong for sure.
Well, did anyone see that article? I think it was in the New York Times about all these tapes they found somewhere.
No, I didn't see that.
And my buddy knows about them, and they're already shopping them around to places.
You're not talking about all those reels that
no, that Fremer found. No, this is different. This is a different thing.
Hey Harry, this weekend in my town, May Pang is having a photo exhibit. I just found that out a few minutes ago. If you want me to pick anything up for you, I might. I don't know.
No, probably nothing. I don't even know what.
Well, the photos on the website are like 1,500 each. So if you
can you get me two?
I'll see what I can do. Yeah.
Okay. Thanks.
But seriously, I might go check it out. It just depends on. It's kind of on the other side of town, so
I don't know if I'll get a strike against this. So okay. Sometimes people text me and put out messages while I'm still sleeping who are on the East Coast. And Jazz Bum Mike sent me this AI music creator. So he woke me up, but because I have my phone near me vibrating for notification purposes.
It was your phone vibrating?
And so as I was mad, I typed in, so you could type in a suggestion of this AI and it will create a song. In fact, if you're onto TikTok, there's like 3 TikTok channels that create music that's pretty funny. Like there's like one song was like a soul guy and they made him saying like, my balls are stuck to my leg. It's pretty funny. It's good stuff. But so I typed in, stop waking me up, Jazz Bum Mike. So I typed in this phrase at 5:30. Don't wake me up at 5:30 in the morning. And Jazz Bum Mike's favorite guy is Frank Sinatra. So I'm gonna play this. Because I didn't purposely make it create the song other than typing in. Here, hold on. I'll play it again. Can we mute ourselves? I'll mute everybody so I can hear it good. Okay. Yeah, no trains. I feel like I'm on Petticoat Junction. Hold on. I'm gonna mute everyone. I'm gonna play this. Okay. Hold on.
Woke up this morning feeling kind of blue. Jazz Bum Mike, what you trying to do? Every day at 5:30, you're ringing my bell. Can't you see, man, I need more sleep to get well. I love that swinging rhythm, don't get me wrong. But when the sun ain't up, I wanna be alone. You're blowing your trumpet, playing with all your might. But can you please wait till the sun is shining so bright? Early morning blues, I've had enough. Jazz bomb might stop waking me up. I need my beauty sleep. Can't you understand? You're stealing my dreams with that brass in your hand. Woke up this morning feeling kind of blue. Jazz bomb Mike, what you trying to do?
That's funny, right?
Was that the edited version?
Yeah, the other one had a lot of cuss words in it.
That was pretty good.
I know. We're going to be
That
dead
is
by
great.
robots. We're going to be dead by robots in 5 years. If it can do that, they will kill us.
I
Is
got
that
a bunch
the
of
AI
Sinatra
Sinatra?
records for movie.
Huh?
Is it the AI Sinatra or the AI Joe Piscopo?
I like to think, well, what do you think? Sinatra's dead and Joe Piscopo needs money. So,
Yeah.
but this, what's this app called? I'll put the link, suno.com. You could go there and I think they give you a certain amount of freebies and then you have to start paying. But I did it. I created it like all good things out of anger.
It's no 106. Mine says
That's better than 106. Come on.
Suno.
that was pretty cool. Though.
Yeah, it was better. You know, how is that so good in the Beatles then and now? Is that okay?
The comments are making me laugh.
And that earworm will stay in all of your heads the rest of the evening.
No, it'll be 1877 cars for kids.
Oh God.
Now I'm going to get a copyright.
God. I mute that thing so fast.
I know.
God.
Yep, I can't get there fast enough.
It's mostly for a nonprofit in New Jersey.
Yes, yes,
it's not here. It's not in the White House.
But it's not even a really nonprofit. After they pay themselves probably a healthy salary.
I know.
Yeah, it's a scam.
Yeah.
Because now they go and do you have property you
what
don't
kids
need?
Gonna do with cars anyways?
Dude, do you watch the news? Go read the police reports.
Yeah.
Well, up here it's all 15-year-olds with stolen cars and guns.
Yeah. That's
same
everywhere.
thing here, and you hear about it in Oakland. So
yeah.
No, it happened to my neighbor a couple weeks ago.
Where are you located, Roger?
I'm in Tennessee.
Tennessee.
Yes. They drink bourbon and steal cars there.
That shit don't happen in Tennessee.
They get
Well,
shot first.
in Tennessee, you need to steal the car to take your cousin out onto the prom. So
Yeah.
I didn't go the last 2 nights. I didn't go because I don't like going out. But Anthony Williams was playing some shows here, and you could pay to watch the stream now. So I'm glad all these jazz clubs are doing live streams. A bunch of them are doing them for free on YouTube. But for $10, I don't think I would mind paying that to watch.
Yeah, it takes a lot for me to get out to see something these days. It's not worth it.
I'd rather be sitting in bed watching the show than being at the show.
I have tickets for a comedy thing at the Hollywood Bowl like in 2 weeks, and I don't want to go.
Why did you get? Oh, well, that's going to be a big show. They called the Netflix is a joke.
Yes.
They do it over the course of a bunch of weeks at a bunch of different venues.
It's four of the top guys. Seinfeld, Gaff. I mean, it's the best in the business.
I'm sure you'll make money on the tickets.
I don't want to drive down. Originally, I was going to drive, but I don't want to do
How
it.
often do you come to visit
That's a long drive, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. How long a drive?
Yeah, but my wife's sister lives in LA, and
Yeah.
she's got one that lives in San Francisco. So
how often do you come and visit them, Harry?
once a year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you're due to come back down.
Yeah, I don't know. I may go, I may not. I haven't decided
Well,
yet.
in about 2 weeks, I think the Hollywood Bowl opens up all their shows for individual tickets. But I'm going to get the tickets to see that Headhunters reunion. I'm going to go see that. I did not get this album yet. I'm going to wait till there's one of those You Discover sales and buy a bunch of them, I think.
Did you watch the Chris Brown's review of it? Lifetime.
No. Who's review?
What Can Brown?
Oh, yeah. What did he have to say?
He liked it. He had the original in a mono. And
Yeah, what did he say was better?
he thought the stereo was. I don't know if it was clearly better, but it sounded like it was.
No. I mean, I'm up for getting all that stuff. So
Yeah, no, that was one of my favorite records from Anthony Williams.
no, I mean, it was at a good point in time. I don't know how much Anthony Williams I have from the early 60s,
Yeah, I was never a big fan of his fusion stuff. So
I've listened to, I have that Ion record and it's good.
yeah,
That one is good. I like that. So,
right.
hold on. This is a big deal. It's one of his favorite Blue Notes. So here's Lastman's motive of operation. Lastman, are you going to sell your OG and just buy the Tone Poet? Because he'll do that because the OG is probably worth a lot.
Well,
of
the
money.
one that
Did you get this?
I got it.
Isn't it great?
Yeah,
You know how
Yeah.
much
I
this
love this album.
I also
love it.
got the Jennifer Warren one too.
You know how much they're
That one I
selling that
didn't
for,
get.
Harry, at Amoeba? You know how much they're selling it for?
How
Isn't
much?
that like $190?
Oh, really?
Yeah. Isn't
I
it
think
like
it was-
150? Or is it less than that?
Yeah, I think so.
150 or
135
165, I think. The Jennifer Warren was a 165. How about the Thelonious Monk tenor sessions that Chad just introduced?
Okay, so this is pissing a lot of people off
Why is that?
because he did a video where he says he's going to release them individually.
Yeah.
So the box doesn't have the covers in it. The individual one will have covers, I thought. Or does the box have?
No, actually, they had covers.
They do?
Because I have the one from 98, and they have covers.
You're talking about the Monk box? I'm sorry.
The Monk box, yeah.
I have most of those records, so I only need a few of them to have all of them.
But at $250, that's even if you sell them he sells them individually at $40 a piece.
Yeah, but if you have most of them,
Yeah.
I think there's the psychological thing with the box that you don't go to those albums often.
Yeah, you can say that about any box set. CD box set. I got a shitload of box sets, CD box sets that I don't hit very often.
That shelf right there, that's all CD boxes, and that's just some of them. I never use them.
Yeah.
I always go through the vinyl first if I can.
I have a copy of that in my next auction, but I don't feel a need to get that because I have an early 70s pressing that sounds excellent. But the one I want to get is the Jerry Mulligan that's coming out because that's a good album. I have the Newland reissue of it. So
I'll be right back. I got to go feed the putty cats.
Okay. Ask them what they want for Record Store Day.
Yeah, right.
Hey, is anything people did that we didn't mention for Record Store Day that people want in the peanut gallery?
I'm gonna go through my list here and see.
I was just thinking that too, Harry. I actually need to look, and I mean, I remember having looked at it, but I haven't memorized.
Here's what I'll do. I'll pull up the list. We can go through it.
Cool.
There's one little last go through here. I'm not going to do the PDF because we can't click on it.
There's two Gene Clark titles that I want. Cheech and Chong, Up in Smoke. Both of the George Harrison albums. The Mono, Birds, Bees, and the Monkeys. I want that Rolling Stones Live and the Neil Young.
George Harrison was in the Beatles.
Was he?
I wasn't sure if you knew
Okay.
that. I know you like
All right, so let's just go through the list here. I don't know this one. 10
Don't know
10
it.
cc.
Not a
10
clue.
cc's. 1975. I'm not interested in them. I have this because my friend's putting it out.
Is it live or is it?
Yeah, it's live. And here's the funny thing he says about it. It's one of their best sellers. They've had the CD for years, for a while. 10,000 Maniacs is still a good touring band. They have a very loyal fan base.
Is that with the new singer?
Well, new singer. She hasn't been in the band for like 30 years, I think, or something. But they sell a lot of those CDs at their shows. So it was a no-brainer, he said, for them to put it out. Okay. Cannonball Adderley, Mazzy talked about it. The Bums talked about it. I had heard one of these doesn't sound as good as the other, but Mazzy said he listened to both, and they sound great. Both the Cannonball Adderleys. Monty Alexander is a jazz pianist. I don't know this one. I think I might have saw this record today. Let's click on it. No, I didn't see that. Who's he playing with on here? He is playing with John Clayton and Jeff Hamilton. So I have never gotten into Monty Alexander. I don't know if anyone else has. And I'm not looking at the chat. I'm coming back to look at the chat. Hold on. Let's see. Big Ian, hold on. This is news to all of us. You work at a record store? That's news. I'd like to hear more about that, but
Didn't you know that, Harry? I knew that.
I didn't know that. This is the one. Did you say, Harry, the Amboy Dukes?
No.
Who said that? Oh, Vinyl Piper told me about this one, but he says this isn't a hard to find record. All right. America. Chet Bay. Okay, this has been talked about. Bob Bradley said it's good. Mazzy thought it was kind of cheesy when Jack Shelton was singing. Okay, here's the record that I want to get tomorrow.
Band
X. Band X, Darren. But this was a private press jazz record from Texas. And Permanent Records is putting it out with Riding Easy. I don't know Riding Easy Records. So I've streamed some of it. It sounds good. They're singing on it. But that's one I'm going to try and get tomorrow. Just to try and get it. Hold on. Let's see.
Yes, 4 a.m.
Yeah, I'm kind of mad I stepped on a record. I'm kicking myself about it. And then I picked up the record in anger and crushed it with my big giant mitts. All right, we're going back here. People tell me to stop because I'm not looking at the chat. Oh, Beatles. So they're also Harry.
Well,
let's say
2,300. I didn't know how many of those they had.
So Harry,
that's a fairly good number.
So let's say you don't get it.
That's okay.
Will you buy these?
No.
For the individuals?
No.
The Airplane soundtrack?
That might be good. If it's got dialogue, I would buy that.
Let's see. It's just a score. Oh wait, it does.
Oh, see, that'd be worth getting right there.
I just want the one that says Roger take over. That's the number 11.
It does. Mayday. It has all that stuff.
Excuse me, I speak jive.
Yeah, I like that.
Oh wait, does it? The
That's
best
little
line.
airplane reference.
The best line in it is the little girl saying, "I like my men like I like my coffee." Is that on
Oh,
here?
what a good movie that was. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get that.
They can't make a movie like that in 20.
No.
Well, okay.
That one in
Nicole.
Blazing Saddles.
Hold on,
Blazing Saddles for sure.
Nicole.
You know
Hey,
why
this-
you couldn't make? You know why you couldn't make Blazing Saddles today?
Why is that?
Because they're all dead.
Well, that's true.
So Nicole,
Uh-huh.
this I've heard this story for years that Seth MacFarlane wants to reboot Naked Gun with Liam Neeson, and they finally announced that they're going forward with it.
Oh yeah.
So you couldn't make if you
So
watch
is he
it-
going to be a parody of himself?
No, well, come on, Leslie. When they made it, Leslie Nielsen was not Leslie Nielsen. He was
He
the
was
guy
a dramatic actor.
Yeah, but the Liam Neeson with Ted is hilarious when he's buying the cereal.
right, but that's how that all started. And he's also isn't he the villain in 10,000 Ways to Die in the West? He's the villain in that.
Right.
I'll say this because Family Guy, they still make that today, and if that's irreverent and kind of
Family Guy is. I don't know how they get away with the stuff they get away with.
my feeling is they're going to go all out with it.
I love it though. It's great.
Okay, going back here. Not interested. Black Crows, Blur.
You know the manager on what was the gal who was the gal who was a stand-up comic and she met Lenny Bruce and Mrs. Maisel.
Miss Maisel.
Yeah, so the manager in that series is one of the voices on Family Guy.
Oh,
Oh
really?
yeah. She was on Mad TV.
Okay.
Okay, let's go back up here.
I bought Seth MacFarlane's Christmas
what about-
album because I thought it'd be goofy, and it's not. It's totally straight.
Hey, this is weird. Dwight Yoakam only CDs. That's weird.
I thought they were doing a box set of vinyl.
Maybe it's lower down in the list. It says 4 CDs. You like him, right, Harry?
I like his early stuff.
I like some of this, yeah, but I think that is the early stuff based on. I saw him in '91 open for the Dead.
Wow,
Yeah, I saw him around that time too. He was good.
All right. I like De La Soul, but I'm not getting that.
I think it was '91.
You see where it says Death Cab for Cutie at the show box?
Yeah.
When Mike at the In Groove did his review of it, he says live at the shoebox. It's okay.
He really made a big blunder there.
Oh, well, you know.
Hey, wasn't the Doors live album from last year blasted? It wasn't good, right?
Yeah, I heard that it was in the quality of the sound quality wasn't that great, but that's not cheap. I looked at how much. Jackpot. I think it was Jackpot will give the cost of how much all these things are, and
I've got so much live Doors, I don't need it anymore.
yeah, but the way it sounded, where Esposito said it actually sounded pretty good. This one.
I'm getting the Bill Evans. If I find a copy tomorrow.
Yeah, me too. That's the one.
Yeah, that's the one. Very
I
interested.
might get the
Faces.
Faces one.
The
The
which
Faces
one?
might be a good one.
The faces. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so with Rod Stewart and all of them. Oh, that should be good. It's recorded at the BBC, right?
BBC, yeah.
You would think
I think I have most of it, but not all of it on a CD.
What the hell happened here? Come on. The Hives, no. Howling Wolves.
Howlin' Wolf.
Horse Indian slime, Rob.
Live Stooges.
That Chris Isaac, that's the one I bring it up. That looked like it kind of interesting to me.
When did that originally come out?
But you know what? The first one he did on Sun like that, I didn't care, and I like Chris Isaac a lot. I didn't care for the first Sun one myself.
This stupid thing. Let me go to Jackpot and see their prices.
Yeah.
I've seen Chris a few times live. He's the nicest guy. He'll come out there and hang out with people after the show and just chat with them.
He was a good sport because he did his TV show, right?
That was a good show. Yes.
Okay. Let me go a little larger here. Okay. Here are the prices. So this is the record everyone wants to get. But
which one?
What is that?
Gandalf.
This Gandalf, it's a rare psych record. But I think this is only it's not an exclusive. The color variant.
RSD first.
Well, it says limited edition. From what I thought I was told is it'll probably come out in black vinyl. But if I see this tomorrow, I'll pick it up. I think.
I don't know the band.
I don't know if they did more than just that album. It's just a very rare psych album. Here, Harry, aren't you getting this?
Well, the one above that, Rob, I think Mazzy talked about it. The black and white one. What is it? I can't read it.
Wall of Voodoo.
Wall of Voodoo.
Somebody's at the store.
Two Wall of Voodoo.
So it's coming out in black ice and then limited edition marble. And that's not Trump sleeping. It's Lil Wayne. Okay. That's my Trump joke for today. And my feeling is a lot of these are going to be cheap in 2 weeks. You know what I mean? There you go. I'm going to get that. I don't think that's that much money. 36.
That Bebop Deluxe is like a $5 record all day long.
Where is that?
Bebop Deluxe. I see that at record shows all the time.
Can we see the Alberto Bimbo?
Where's that at? Alberto
it's on
Bimbo.
The right side of the screen.
Yeah, you just want that picture.
Yeah.
Roger.
Yeah, get us shut down.
Roger, stay after the stream ends, and I'll walk you through how to find stuff on there. Okay.
That does look good though.
Okay,
not just the
Hello, Scott.
Hold on, I'm gonna go back and look because I can't see the chat.
They've been saying a lot of bad things about you.
Of course. Well, it's probably better off I don't see them. I don't feel like yelling at anyone. Okay.
You're not on Rachel, so you don't have to yell at him.
I don't feel like I really yell at people a lot.
How is that Buena Vista Social Club? I have not heard
so
I bought it a long time ago.
Haven't you watched the movie, Roger?
No.
I mean, Harry?
No.
Go watch the movie, but this is other songs that I don't think are part of the original.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No, it says 25th anniversary.
But they have like 4 extra songs that aren't part of the original. Okay. Then you want
unboxing my first ever while you're talking.
Does this have Mexican Americans on it? Because I would like to get it for that reason.
Somebody asking what they thought the best Cheech and Chong was, and I still think this is the best one.
Yeah, but you know what? I grew up watching those movies. I think they're all kind of funny.
They're all good. Yeah.
The second one.
You grew up in the 60s.
What are we smoking, man? It's Doberman, man.
The second one has Paul Rubens. The second one has Paul Rubens in it. Their next movie, where he altered the movie. He goes, "I'm sorry, I'm not sorry neither."
Well, I'm doing an unboxing. This just came in the mail.
Hold on. Let me take this down. Move. Let me make you large.
Labrador. We're smoking Labrador. That's it.
Oh, really? Well, how did you get that one? You just
Discogs.
So when Chad did a video saying that's a great sounding record,
Yeah.
I found that for $7.
Did you
In the
really?
original, is a
Wow.
great
the
sounding.
original, okay. Not
The
the classic.
classic version?
That's the classic.
Wow.
I have the MoFi, which has both. I got the MoFi of that. But again, how can he mess it up? It's a great sounding record.
Yeah.
Is that all you have to show?
Yeah, that's what they own. Well, I got the other two. One of the classic records from that.
Oh,
I got that today.
yeah. I found a Van Gelder Black B of that.
And then I also got this one in the mail today.
Is that part of the new reissue series?
Yeah, it's part of that
Yeah.
Luminous.
Because I can't wait for the Benny Maupin one to come out.
Yeah.
That's probably the end of the year. Hold on, Loki's asking a question. I haven't even streamed that record. I've heard underwhelming things about it. Nicole,
Yeah, it's not my period of ECM. Yeah, there's a lot of other better run ECM.
No, Loki's asking about the Kenny Durham Sings.
Oh yeah, that one.
What's your opinion on it?
Yeah, that's my feeling.
Yeah.
It's probably not that dissimilar of Jazz Bum Mike, stop waking me up.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay,
You
I'm
got to
gonna
play
go
that
back.
one tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
I will. Let's
I'll
go
be
back.
screaming from my chair waiting outside the record store. I'll
Okay.
go
God.
on Rachel.
Make it your
Well,
ring.
my store is lucky. They have blocks of 50 people going in, and you have a set time to going in. And the first one's 10 o'clock, and then the second group goes in at 10:15. So
They don't open at 8 a.m.
nope.
So I have a local record store that opens at 9, but they still do the thing from the pandemic. They hand out menus. You check off what you want.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, and they're probably, here's what I don't understand. I don't know how much they can get away with because they kind of up the prices, from this price. So here's the way I feel. Typically, I can drive to about 10 or 15 record stores. So I'm gonna find what I want, I think, tomorrow. I am. It's just unfathomable that I won't be able to get what I want. And I don't have to wait in line like Carrie overnight. But for that Beatles thing, I would probably have to wait in line. Okay, see some more. This Nat King Cole.
Yeah.
I think Jim knows the guy who's reissued this. And this did anyone get the Grant Green Sunday morning that was reissued not as a tone poet, but this guy did it exactly like a tone poet. It was mastered by Kevin Gray, hard tip back jacket. I have that one. This is the same guy who issued that record.
Yeah, Esposito did a little talked about it today. He sounded really interesting. It wasn't on my want list, but it maybe became one.
Yeah,
So.
this iconic. So if you like that Grant Green, I bet you this is very good quality.
How much is the price on this?
This will be $48.
$48. Yeah.
Which is it 2 LPs?
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's some that's a good one.
Robert Crumb, Cheap Suit Serenaders. R. Crumb and the Cheap Suit Serenaders.
Do you have this?
I have it.
Who are they? What do they do?
It's Robert Crumb, the cartoonist.
Oh, it's his, and he's kind of big.
Crumb, yeah.
Isn't he Dixie? It's Dixieland.
It's kind of like ragtime, string band stuff. But it's Robert Crumb and Terry Zwigoff,
the director.
Yeah.
Now, at any time during this album, do they play that whistle that goes?
Yes. Or if not during this album, then certainly one of it's that kind of
I
stuff.
have a strict policy of no whistle like that.
No whistles.
Oh, we did. Mazzy had a copy of this, and I made jokes about.
Oh yeah.
In the insert of this, you see what's under his robe. So that's my joke about the Dalai Lama. I'll go straight to hell, or whatever you go talking bad about it. Dead milkmen are good for my youth. There's your Death Cab for Cutie. That's a kick-ass cover. I don't know them.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
What's this? Does anyone know this? Mandu Bango?
No,
Don't know it.
I don't know.
Most famous musician from Cameroon. Quite possibly one of the most internationally well-known African musicians ever. This seems interesting. Who's putting this out? I don't know. Oh, Festa? I don't know that. Does anyone know that record?
Nope, I don't.
I don't know that one. Okay. It's amazing people are watching me do this. Thank you.
Well, it's actually good because
Roger?
there's the Doors.
Hey, Roger, are you into the Dixie Dregs at all?
Kinda, but I've got a couple of their things there. I've heard some live stuff that I like, but their studio albums I've never gotten that into them.
Ooh, The Punisher. This is like one of the when back in the late 80s, Marvel was selling the movie rights to their films for literally $1. You could option the rights to their movies for $1. And I think this is one of the movies they made with Dolph Lundgren as the Punisher. Two LPs. What the hell's on it? Is it all Dolph Lundgren? Did he have a lot of one-liners in it?
The first time the score has ever been released on vinyl.
I know. I think Louis Gossett Jr. is in it.
Have you ever seen the Fantastic Four movie?
Okay, so Roger, I've shown it. So when I moved to LA, I interned at Roger Corman.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot.
So about less than 10 years ago, they made a documentary about the making of it. When I was at Roger Corman, that was going to be so here's how they got the deal to make that movie. The guy who had the rights to the film, he was one of the guys who bought the rights for $1. And every 7 years he had to do something to keep the rights. And he was about to lose the rights unless he was in production on a Fantastic Four movie. So he went to Roger Corman and said, you put up half, I'll put up the other half. And half was meaning $500,000 each. They made the movie for $1 million. I think it was $1 million. And it was going to be the first movie that Roger Corman premiered in theaters in like 20 years. And what had happened is Mrs. Doubtfire was the biggest hit in the world. And Fox went to Christopher Columbus and said, what movie do you want to make next? And he goes, Fantastic Four. So in the clause with Corman, the guy was a Constantine Film. It was a German film company. In the clause, he could buy Corman out for double the money. So he bought him out, and the movie got shelved. But it got leaked on the internet, so you can go watch it.
Oh, I have it, but yeah, no, it is
Like
it is
a bootleg copy. So So when I was there, it was going to premiere at the Houston Film Festival, and at that time, that festival was big for sci-fi stuff. So I grabbed a bunch of posters from it, and I had the whole cast autograph the poster.
Oh.
I went to a screening of the documentary, and they all autographed it. And then here I had another poster, and I gave what we tested when Fox finally made the movie. Christopher, what's his face, didn't care anymore. So this other guy made it, Tim Story. And I said to him, I told him this story. He goes, can I send you the poster? He goes, cool. I sent it to him, and he never sent a thank you note. Fuck that guy. Okay.
It's by far the best Fantastic Four movie yet made. So.
I don't think it's horrible. Most people do.
It's cheap as shit, but otherwise it's not bad. It's
not horrible. Okay, here's the This is out weird. $50 each, Nicole. So Joe, he still plays today. He's going to do a live show in LA soon, and I met him at some show. So, what's on this? Someday my prince will come. So this is the last show he did before he died.
Right at the Keystone.
The last week.
Yep.
Yeah. Is this from the same week of shows?
Yeah.
All right. For this, if I want to buy these, I'm going to wait a month till they drop in price. But I'm getting this. I will get this.
Yeah.
Okay. Next one. You're getting faces.
I'm sorry. How much was the faces?
Let's go back.
Sorry.
Not that much. 37.
For a double, it's not too bad.
No. Wait, we need more reissues of this.
Is that a picture disc?
Does that have anything on it you've heard before?
They have.
Is that a picture?
Yeah, picture disc. That's why. Man, what a cash cow that is.
You know, here's a story my friend told me. Target ordered from Warner Brothers 170,000 pressings of that on gold vinyl. Horribly weird. No. Flying burritos.
It's live. Though. I don't know. I don't know.
The fog hat would probably be great to have on CD for your car.
Are you a fool for the city, Roger?
I would be, man. If I had like a Trans Am or a fog hat CD.
Charge GBH. This G Love and Special Sauce. I remember when that came out. That was a big album. People bought that, and it's in 2 discs. Interesting. Oh, look, there you go, Roger. Did you know that one?
Well,
That's a $5 record.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, like, I think I have 3 originals and probably haven't paid more than $5 for any of them.
there's the Grateful Dead there on the far right.
Nightfall of Diamonds Cherry was up there too. Next to
I agree with Mazzy. The cover is something
Hold
not
on.
desired.
I'm going back to Matthew commenting because he's supposed to be getting his beauty sleep. All right, we're everyone buckled in because we've got a lot to go to see the prices. Oh, Vince Giraldi, Charlie Brown.
36 on the George Harrison.
Don't you like this group, Harry, the Groovy Ghoulies? Or no? Am I wrong about that?
I've got like an original from the TV series.
I don't think that's the same.
They did an album.
That's not the same thing, is it?
That's not the Groovy Ghoulies?
I think there was a band called the Groovy Ghoulies.
Never heard of them.
Outside the TV show.
Orange, orange and purple.
All right.
There's
There's your other George Harrison. Doesn't seem like there's not a lot of these are outrageously priced, I feel.
much better, but larger screen.
The Howlin' Wolf. Yeah.
Howlin' Wolf.
What about this one? What's that one?
Don't know.
There you go.
Hey, who lives near Pattycoke Junction? So it was in response to the Cruisers. This could be interesting.
The Crusaders.
I don't know this label, Deep Jazz Reality.
Crusaders, yeah.
Does anyone know that?
Uh-uh.
Okay. I have to pick this up for my friend, Elton John.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Friend wants it.
Listen, I own Elton John stuff, but that's not my period of Elton John.
What is on that record?
You're more a Blue Moves guy, right?
The bitch is back. Yeah, I am into this one. There it
Bitch is bad.
But don't
go down.
It seems odd that this is one of the best songs ever.
Yeah.
It's on here with this song.
Yeah.
How did they do that? How are those on the same album? That makes sense.
Especially at $44 to buy,
Well, it's 2 LP.
Yeah.
What's
I
on
know,
the
based on
second
that.
LP? Go down. and see
Session
what-
demos and rare.
Demos and rarities. Come on,
Okay.
Harry. You know better than that.
What color is the vinyl? This blue. Never mind.
Blue sky. Come on, Harry.
Blue
You know better
sky.
than that.
Nothing but blue sky.
All right, what's going on?
Now
here?
I'm-
I do like Keen, but I
Yeah,
don't think they're out.
you passed the use aperitif one.
Oh,
Roberto.
where? I did? No, it's
Up,
right
yeah.
here.
Mazzy's in the green room.
Oh, hold on. Okay. I'm just letting everyone know that this guy said he needed his beauty sleep.
I agree with him.
I did not say that. Okay. Here are the George Harrisons, if you want to see.
Oh, hold on. Let me
Nice.
move this. We'll make you big.
These are the zoetropes.
I mean,
Have you looked at them to see how they look?
I haven't. I look. They're right there. See, that's the cover.
No, but I mean when they're spinning,
No, I haven't looked at anything. I've been too busy.
because they say if you look at it with your phone, it gives.
Yeah,
you
but
a
you can look
3D.
at it.
Gary,
Just
we
smoke
don't
your
want
tube and
Nancy
you.
to get too dizzy and fall down.
Here is
Could be tripping.
this, and this has 5 extra
Oh,
tracks.
hold on. Before you
I don't think
show
Mazzy
any,
needs to go out tomorrow.
before you show any more, Mazzy, we have to give this. This is the gravy train, everyone. No, go show.
Yeah, right.
This is the Joe Strummer.
Not a wagon train.
Super furry animals.
Is that the one you really wanted out of all of them, right?
Well, this was on my list. So was this, but I got these.
What the hell is left for you to get?
Oh, I have a list of. I have a list of 10 things I want. This came today. This is not a. Since there's no jazz bumps tonight, I haven't opened this, but this showed up. The tone poet of this.
Oh, that's the box set? Oh,
Yeah. I somehow on Amazon they jacked the price up for 5 minutes. So
Well, this is the last thing I got from my friend's Universal discount. So
why it ended? It ended.
a month ago, she got laid off.
Oh,
oh,
They half her group is is 4 people. They laid 2 of them off, her division, and of course they kept the temp that they pay half price, right? So,
yeah, of course.
Well, there's no future in vinyl.
well, she doesn't do vinyl. She works for Universal. She did, but she did metadata for streaming for playlists. But here is
See?
the.
That's
That's
Very
okay.
nice.
3 LPs, Tone Poet, no split seams. It's heavy as fuck.
Cool. I got it pre-ordered.
Yeah, it just showed up like today. So
awesome. Mazzy, you didn't hear the song that about Jazz Bum Mike that the AI created. It was pretty good. I'll play it on Rachel's tomorrow.
oh,
That was good.
It was good. Okay, we're gonna go back to looking at the prices.
Jackpot.
Jackpot prices.
Jackpot.
All right. Delphina was talking about the Cool Keith. Mark Knopfler from the Boy movie. I don't know that one. I don't know that movie. Foreign tracks from the Boy. I don't know them. This I want to get. So I've heard this because it's from a French radio concert,
it's
and
good.
it's really good. It really is good.
It is good.
And it's a good band too. It's him with Kenny Barron and Albert Heath. Albert Heath. I'll get this, but I'll probably get it on Sunday. I'll order it online. So that one, and Mazzy, you've listened to it. It's good, right?
It's very good.
Yeah. Lemonheads. I don't know that album. I've seen Elvin Dono solo at McCabe's guitar shop here in Santa Monica. I saw him do a show. This I have.
Did the Lemonheads do I Lied About Being the Outdoor Type?
I don't know. Their famous
Was
song
that?
was "It's a Shame About Ray." That's their big song. This is the other record my friend's putting out. This 73 Little Richard record. I have a copy of that. Did you listen to this yet, Mazzy? Jack McDuff?
Yeah, I did a video yesterday and all those. I like that. The problem I had, and I said it in my video, there was a lot of loud static on the first record, side 1 and side 2. It was, and I put it through my Humming Guru, and static was still there. Now, the other record that they put out reel to reel was the Man, what's his name, Shelly Manne record,
Yeah.
and that sounded fantastic. No static, same pressing plan. So maybe I just got a bum one. I can't imagine them all being like that, but I don't even get a lot of static. My card is very forgiving, but I tell you, the Shelly Manne and his Men is is one of my favorites. You should get that.
I'm gonna wait till that goes down in price because I don't.
Eventually you should get the Shelly Manne.
Yeah,
and I really like the one that really surprised me a lot was the Art Tatum box.
Yeah, I don't have an interest in that one.
Yeah, that's really good.
I'll have to look for the original.
Nicole, are you interested in this one at all?
I think I'm going to wait on it. Yeah.
I'll wait till it comes down. But this is a sequel to last year's, and that thing was really good. That was good. I liked it. So,
would you be able to understand that one as the sequel if you hadn't listened to the first one?
No, you just have to understand that he died in the first one, so you have to pay attention for them to make sense of why he came back. No one laughed at that?
It's called the second one, Weekend at Mingus. I want that Monkeys one.
Okay, so you're the Monkeys expert. Why? Because it's mono?
Yeah. It was originally issued in mono, but very, very limited.
Hey, Harry,
very hard to find.
I have the mono box. I'll sell you cheap. Or
I have the mono box too, but I do want to have that standalone.
Okay.
And it's on Coral vinyl.
I appreciate you using my stream to sell shit, Mazzy.
Well, wait. Is it the same label that did the mono box? Is it Real Fine or Real Gone?
Yeah. Who is it?
Or Friday, whatever.
Does it say anything? I would probably have to go back to the record store day. After we'll go back there.
Mm.
Okay. The soundtrack to Orca. That was the best Jaws ripoff, I'm telling
Apparently that's killer.
Send all your letters to WJ Mazzy Masloff. Okay. But it's Enrico Morricone. Why this movie was a huge hit? The movie 10 had come out, and everyone was in love with Bo Derek, and she was in this movie. She plays like his girlfriend, and she's killed by I'm giving it away. She's killed by the whale.
Yeah, thanks. Spoiler alert.
Yeah. By the way, in that movie, Richard Harris deserved everything he got. Okay. Mudhoney. Is anyone interested in that?
I might get the bot. That's the Reprise years. I'm thinking that's on my list.
Okay. Don't you pick up all the Nico records, Mazzy?
No. You know, those kind of things I find that I just never listen to them again. So I don't. I'm only gonna get stuff I'm gonna listen to. Redheaded Strangers. I have original of that, but that's one of his two.
That's not.
They're not gonna. They should release that.
Not Redheaded Strangers.
Phases and Stages. The last album he did for Atlantic. It is so good. That's probably his second best album after Redheaded Stranger.
I'd go with Shotgun Willie, but yeah, Phases.
The demo, the Rocky Horror demos. That could be interesting.
It's from the stage show.
Oh, why now?
It's from the stage version, not the film version, too.
Did you ever see
the Monkeys box set? Well, let me see here.
Did you ever see Shock Treatment, Roger?
I have, many years ago. I've seen it, but yeah, the sequel.
Yes, and Jessica Harper, who I've met because her husband is the head of Sony. He's the head of Fox. Okay. Alan Parsons, I didn't know that.
I got that. They sent me that. It's really, that's the kind of thing. It's the Pyramid album, demos and works in progress and sketches. To me, if you're an Alan Parsons fan and love Pyramid, that's great. For me, it's kind of like, I'm not a big fan of Alan Parsons except for the first album, but I listened to it. It sounded great. But I would get if you don't have Pyramid, there's no reason to get that. But if you have Pyramid and like them, that's great. So does that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah.
That was very well thought out and explained.
That
Okay.
one might be good right there.
So Chris tells me this is their first album, very hard to get. But here's the thing about them. They're supposed to be reissuing Maggot Brain in analog later this year because they found tapes that I didn't know that it was my understanding they were lost. So I wonder how this is done. I mean, this hype sticker, what does that say? They don't even talk about how it was.
No.
So I would probably.
Who's putting that out?
That's the thing about Stupid Jackpot. They're not saying. So here, hold on.
Jackpot is doing some excellent releases, though.
Yeah, but this is the record store. We're just here to see the prices. That's all. We'll go back to Record Store Day to look at that. Maybe I'll open that in another thing. Who's getting the Joe Pesci record?
Pass.
All right.
There's a lot of interest in it from what I'm hearing people say, but not me.
Okay. Well, he was in the Four Seasons. He's in the play because he was with them about that period of time. Second. This Dave Pike, I like Dave Pike. He's a vibe player, but he's notorious for automating with his voice while he plays. So they've been doing these reissues. I think this is Now and Again probably doing this because they've been doing these albums that Herbie Mann produced. So they usually sound really good. So, but they come out as a color vinyl, and then later on you can get them. They're not limited. Pixies live from Red Rocks.
Yeah.
Okay, everyone's got a lot of energy in them tonight.
Yeah, right.
Public Enemy.
I was thinking about the Replacements, but I think I don't need that show, but it's probably really good.
Yeah. You know what? When they got back together, because their old guitar player, Slim Dimwap, was very ill to raise money, I saw them at the Palladium, and they were shit-faced drunk. And I know they were
always shit-faced drunk.
I know they were always, but they were especially shit-faced drunk. It was off-putting.
That was like their problem.
What's
How about the Sonny Rollins?
Yeah, Mazzy has this. He likes it. Says it was good.
The Stones is that small live VIP show they did when the album came out with Lady Gaga sings on the one song.
Okay.
So it's probably good. It's if you're a Stones completist, it's like I think all but 2 songs are from the new album.
I'm not clicking on this because I want it, but Vinyl Piper said people are already in line for this album.
Is this a 7-inch you're talking about, Rob? At the beginning?
Yeah, this is probably.
I'm supposed to pick one up for Uwe's daughter.
I got an email from the store that I go to, and they said they only got a very limited number, and they just decided they're just going to do a.
Yes, Jeffrey, contact me.
This is probably going to be
Instagram.
This is going to be the flippable record of.
Thank you.
Tomorrow.
So today, apparently in Seattle it was kind of like remember when what do they call it? When Barbie and Oppenheimer opened up the same day, Barbenheimer, because today was Swift and Pearl Jam, so there was a similar type of yin yang thing going.
Hey, are you getting this, Harry?
That's Light in the Attic.
No, I've got a lot of her original stuff already. I don't need the reissue.
Hey, I'm not, and hey, everyone, I just want you to know, not getting the Pauly Shore record. I want that to be said publicly.
I do have the Boots reissue, though, that Amazon did a special on.
I'll get Ringo.
Yeah, I will too. It won't be any good, but I'll still buy it.
I won't get it.
I won't get it. I'm going to get I'll get the 2 Sun Ra's.
There are 3 Sun Ra records.
What is that third one?
I'm going to get the Elephants on Parade one, definitely.
Yeah.
I got the other one from the Grease Train, the third one, which is interesting.
3 Sun Ra's. My God.
Hey, he has a record with the OB. Oh, it's the OVC. Never mind. Lost Sessions from '86.
Oh my
So
God.
what's the Elephants on Parade?
all
It's,
doing.
it's the song, the Disney song from
Disney
Dumbo.
songs, yeah.
It's great. I've heard this. It's great.
Yeah, but it's a full album of the song.
Well, I think it's a full album.
Leo Records out of the UK done a few Sun Ra doing Disney.
Yeah, I'm gonna get that definitely. I just like the cover too. The cover's killer.
Yeah, the cover's cool.
Yeah.
So I'm interested. I'm gonna open this up after.
You never know what you're gonna get with Sun Ra, but I listened to that, so it's not good.
I'm gonna search that out afterwards. Okay, so I'm interested. That one
So-
I was.
Yeah, it's like Sun Ra's like buying from a wax auction. Never know what you're gonna get.
No, I recently bought one of his ESP disc records and I liked it. So.
I'm glad the Stone
Yeah.
guy is laughing.
Who's the
Not,
stone
I
guy?
wasn't talking about Roger. I was talking about Harry.
Oh,
Okay,
Harry,
that
no?
It took a
one of my
moment for me to
favorite-
realize you're talking about me.
Yeah, the
I don't-
sister Rosetta
Now,
Tharpe
I-
is
I-
one of
I'm
my.
never
didn't know-
Harry.
The
So
Stones
that
guy,
elephant-
Bobby's
that
not
elf-
here.
That Elephants on Parade I did not know about it for. So
Yeah, Rosetta
Um,
Tharpe is a
Rosetta
winner.
Rosetta
What about
Tharpe
you-
would be
you-
good.
yeah,
And
right
Lizzie,
That's great.
and Lizzie. Either one of those would be fantastic. I don't
What's
know
that thing with the
so-
copy of the Band on the Run cover on the left?
Corey Taylor.
Who is that?
So
That's Corey Taylor.
Who's
Yeah.
Corey
Corey
Taylor?
Taylor.
Those
know.
Corys.
Do you know who he is?
I
Yeah,
have
he's
no idea.
he actually sings out of his anus. It's quite
No,
fascinating.
really. Who is he? What kind of
I
music is he?
I do not know.
Does anybody know who Corey
I-
Taylor is?
I'll wait for that to be in the discount bin somewhere.
In the
someday.
old days, I would buy that because it's close to a McCartney cover.
So
I don't do
so
that.
does
Yeah,
anyone
I'm not
know?
spending $30 for it.
By the way, I know who they are, but I'm asking you guys. Do you know who Tinted Windows?
Yeah, it's a pop super group, kind of a power pop, but it's got
Yeah,
someone
so-
from Cheap Trick,
So
someone
Bunny
from
Carlo.
Smashing Pumpkins.
Yeah, the Adam Schlesinger who passed away from
Okay.
Friday, and then Taylor Hansen.
from
And
the
it was pretty good when it
Mountains
came
of
out.
Wayne. Yeah,
It's very power pop.
that's like the worst fucking cover though. That cover.
Did it? It's like a
What-
Beatles
what's
record.
what's on the Tragically Hip? I never knew. I guess I'm not surprised they played at CBGB's, but I didn't know.
They played in the 80s, right?
94,
It
93,
says 93.
84.
93.
Oh, 93.
Yeah, 93. What's the? Does it show the song list?
I'm sure on the other thing.
Okay, that's
What if
cool.
you just scroll down?
Listen, Roger, you haven't been participating. We're looking at the prices here. And I know, Mazzy, this is a sore subject for you, but there's a UB40 record.
Wow, that's cheap.
How much is it?
$34, but for you, $58.
Hey, Rob, how much was the Tragically Hip record at CBGB's?
Oh, Roger. $44.
44.
That, good one, Roger.
What is
That
that?
Archangel's
What is
cool
that
cover.
YouTube gay record?
Hey, Roger, are you interested in the Band X record?
What is U2 gay?
Don't act like you don't know.
I don't.
Mazzy, you have to sign a release. To
On the
look
right
at
there, U2 gay.
it. It's U2 Atomic City.
Oh, I thought it says gay. Oh, it's
City.
Well, you know what? You see what you want to see. I saw this, but I don't know what kind of music it is. It's a B movie. Ozzy
Mike
Davis.
Ingrew
Yeah.
Mike
Awesome.
Ingrew was excited about it. He was a little disappointed it wasn't funky enough for him. It's a
Yeah,
comedy.
that's what he said.
But
All right,
you know, to each his own, right?
Okay, so the next.
Why is that? Is that Four Seasons that you went
Hold
over? Like,
Hold
why
on.
are they repressing a $5 album?
Because someone has the rights to it.
Right there. Frankie Valley. Look at this. $35.
And
Who's going to buy that?
You know what? Here's what I would like you to do. If you have enough energy in you, after you've waited in line since 2 a.m, Harry, I want you to scream as loud as you can in the store. Who's
Yeah.
buying the Four Seasons?
Yeah.
Inevitably, some guy
Now,
will go, I am.
No,
Walk up
no.
to him and slap him.
Vaginal actually said something funny. You want to read his comment?
Okay, now Mazzy, there's a change in plans again. I'm going to silver platters because I just found out my local store doesn't open till 9, and I'm not gonna.
Silver Platters hands out.
They open at 8, right?
Well, no, 9. But what they do, they open at 9, or they open at 9. But what they do is they come out, they hand out the list at like 7:30 or 8, and they start calling people 8:30 to 9. They actually call you and they give you your bag or whatever you put on your list. Your list is numbered, which I like actually.
Well, if everybody's opening at 9, then
Hey, I know some record stores give out coffee and some donuts. Does anyone?
They don't, but I got some morning things from Costco today. I'm going to bring a pitcher of lattes.
Music Millennium gives out coffee and stuff.
Yeah, and Easy Street Records gives out bacon because they have their kitchen.
Yeah. Can you sue them for clogged arteries afterwards?
Right.
Here. This is a very popular soundtrack. Hasn't it been reissued before?
Very good movie too.
Yeah, it was like 3 or 4 years ago. It was a record store day.
Yeah, here's the rare listing. Jackpot has put the songs that are on it.
Is it? Did they put extras? There's extra. I think this might be. I can't remember if the other one was a double or not.
Well, this is. I don't find that any of the prices are that outrageous. Oh,
I get it just to give me an idea how much it's going to cost me tomorrow.
Yeah.
okay. So I have never seen this.
Oh, wow.
It looks like Jackpot is selling some of the European titles.
It's a bad cover.
I have not seen this.
Yeah.
I'd be eating top ramen for a month.
Now the Gandalf. The thing about the Gandalf, if you don't get it, it'll be out later. So it's a first. And I know that a lot of people want the Gandalf.
Oh, this is great. If I see this, I will pick it up. An unreleased track by Kurt Likely.
750 numbered copies.
Terrible cover though.
But it's a comp of Timeless Records. They're Dutch.
Speaking of bad covers, have you changed your opinion, Mazzy, on the Grateful Dead box?
You know, I'm going to skip this one. It's not a psychedelic. I like their psychedelic stuff, and now I love, and Roger knows this. I get almost all the Dead record store day stuff. I have been doing it. I kind of feel like at peace since last time they finished the 4 nights in '69.
Right.
So I feel like unless something is really special for me, I'm kind of okay right now.
Now, for me, that box set is great because I love that '89 tour. But that was right when I was going. I didn't see that show, but I loved that tour, that time period. That was kind of mine. So I'm still not sure if I'm going to get it, but because I already have it. But
oh, you do?
But,
okay.
Well,
okay.
I have it on CD.
Yeah.
Did anyone watch this concert?
$2.
I watched the concert. It was good.
Is that Fish?
25th? No, it's 25th anniversary of South Park.
Is
they
that
did it at Red Rocks?
Oh.
And it was with
How
Ween.
you want to get high?
It was with Ween and Geddy Lee and Alex Lifeson.
Is that Matt Stone from South Park?
Yeah, they did a live concert. Both of them did it.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think it was on Paramount. It was good. It's on YouTube. You can
The
watch
Waldron Steve Lacy is really good.
Yeah,
too.
I want to get this.
Yeah, I love that.
I like the episode where they saved that kidnapped kid.
What are you talking about, Matt?
Waldron and Lacey on PBS.
You're talking about Cagney and Lacey. I know you're a big time Bailey fan, right?
You know,
Hey, I'm going to say goodbye, everybody. I have a prior commitment.
Yeah, thanks for coming by, Harry. Appreciate it.
But
It was fun. It was fun. Do this more often.
I agree with you.
Hey, Harry, I do it once a week. Where the fuck are you?
Yeah, but you always talk about jazz.
Not unnecessarily.
Like a cult.
I agree with you about Brent Myland. I can't stand his singing.
But you agree with who?
Budget Pile in the.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay, later, everybody.
Hey, did anyone know there are 2 Yardbirds records?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that looks interesting.
What's the second one? I might get that. I might get that. That's not on my list. I might get that. The first one I have that record already, so I don't.
Oh, Harry was leaving, so it is on. vinyl, the Dwight Yoakam. Okay. And finally,
Does
the
it have-
Zappa.
Zappa for president.
But that's different than the one we were talking about before.
Yeah.
I know. So, do you know this record, Nicole?
No,
I've never seen that record.
I've never seen it either.
Quick, call
But
Jim.
it was a comp.
Yep. Jim,
Jim is watching. Jim, what's the deal with Zappa for president? What went ridiculous on the secondary market? I haven't been watching the chat. Let me get rid of this. Boom, done. So we saw the prices. I saw 2 records. Now I'm adding to my list the Sun Ra and that Timeless comp. So let me write this down so I don't go
yeah, plus
places.
Chris made a comment out here on the chats, and he didn't pop up.
What about him?
That he's out lurking in the chats. Says Jazz Bum Mike is judging your poorly sized.
Well, you missed it. I played a song that I spent hours writing and singing.
Can you give Billy a link? Billy.
Okay.
Billy wants to tell us what stories he's going to read to us at bedtime in Austin.
Oh,
I was thinking he would smother you with a pillow while you slept.
I know you keep saying that.
It's my favorite joke to use.
It's yours. You and I are very much alike. We beat a dead horse. We say the same shit over and over again.
Oh, no. I'm more original than you are. I change things up. There you go, Billy.
Can't even tell them apart.
Click on the elephant, and I think that Timeless comp is somehow Jackpot's getting it from somewhere else.
Is there a fish sphere?
the 3 Bill Evans,
Yes, there is.
those are not on the list.
No, it's on the Japanese list. We looked at the Japanese.
Can you
list.
get now? I'm interested there because I don't know which night, but I went to one of those shows, so I'd like to get that. That was at the.
There are 3 albums from that week.
Yeah.
So,
Well, I don't know which night I went to, so I guess it doesn't matter. But I think actually, I think Light in the Attic's going to distribute those here, or is distributing those.
yeah, no, on their whebsite they have them. So
Maybe I should.
But they're $50 each. I don't know. They're
But
made out of gold.
maybe I
Hold
should
on.
grease the wheel
Man,
and call my
okay.
Light in the Attic connection.
Hey guys, I apologize if you guys are going to sleep after this. Okay, there he is. Can you turn? Mazzy requested that you turn your thing this way.
What he has like metal things coming out of his head. Oh, it's a poster. Sorry.
I was going to say, yeah.
I feel like I haven't talked to Billy
It's sideways.
in months.
I'm back. Can you hear me?
Yes.
All right, we're here.
Yay.
Who's we?
Just me and you.
Okay.
Dave Feldman.
Oh, you
All right.
know my name? Sorry, let me change it.
Billy, don't be a hero.
I don't want to cause problems with my name here. Hold on.
Hey, Mike, is this Felipe or Mike? Felipe. I think it's Felipe.
Yeah, Shelly Mann was great. Definitely.
Yeah, that's a title to wait for it going down in price. As far as
I have
I'm
a Kelly
concerned.
Man record here I want to show. It's so good.
All right.
Well, I'm changing my name.
Hey,
So it's being
by the way, did you see this, Billy? I picked this up today.
Tell me.
First press.
It's a dead Feldman.
All aboard. Yeah, that's amazing. Is that NYC or is it Ridgefield?
It
Bergen.
is Bergenfield.
Okay. Maybe there is no NYC.
No, I looked it up. It said first press.
For some reason, that's like not as desirable. What's the story with that? Is it like 2 different sessions, or is it like is it 10
It's
inches?
like I think it's from 10 inches or
Yeah, that's why I think.
Oh.
I love that record. Do you know this record?
I've
Yep.
seen it before.
It's so good. I described it to a friend a second ago. It's like out to lunch on the Santa Monica Pier.
What
That's a
is
good
the
way
name
to
of the
describe
place?
Santa Monica Pier. I was saying it's like a cool
No,
jazz out to
what-
lunch. What?
What's the name of the club at the pier?
I don't know. I was making a joke.
Oh,
I was saying
I'm
out
sorry.
to lunch on the Santa Monica Pier. I don't know.
You know what?
West Coast
I
version
know
of it.
for your humor. Maybe
I'm so-
maybe you're funnier in person.
I don't
We'll
think you
find out.
understand. I don't think you understand. I'm the funniest person in this room right now. You'll see in Austin. You just don't get it
Yeah,
yet.
shit, it's 11 o'clock at night there in New York.
Yeah, it's time to party. How's everybody doing?
We're doing
I'm
I'm
okay.
doing great.
Oh, that's not a cheap record.
That's okay.
This is a second press.
I love that. Yeah.
Isn't it a beautiful artwork?
The artwork is
I
great.
think I
Joe
think I might
Henderson.
have Music Matters Jazz to that, maybe? No. I don't remember.
I think they did. Yeah.
I might have that.
You got a great band on here. It's like that. It's that era where things were getting kind of inside out. You know, like the '64.
So
I'm like
is everyone in the Jazz Bums at a lake house? Is it a Jazz Bums retreat? Is that why you're there?
No. Chris has this fantasy of meeting Keanu Reeves in the future.
Where is he in the future, or you mean in the future?
There's a movie called The Lake House with Keanu Reeves and Sandra Bullock, where they communicate through time with a mailbox.
Speaking of the future, I'm going to see you guys then. It is coming sooner than you will expect.
Okay.
But
Thank
y'all
you.
have a good night. See
You
you
have a lovely evening.
Good night, Roger. Always good.
See you
Take care.
later on.
Do you know this record? Very
So
cheap.
I have it, but isn't that when he starts his kind of disco era thing?
Yeah, but there's a every one of these Norman Connors records has like one Pharaoh cover on it,
Oh,
and it does. Creator has a master plan, and it's so good. And it seems like he always puts it like at the end of the record, so it's like him kind of like getting a chance to kind of
but
do
is
what
it,
he really.
is it a disco version of it?
No, it's just kind of like a spiritual, maybe a little bit jazz funkier, but not. I wouldn't say disco. No, I mean I love disco, but it's not that.
But his stuff is disco, like through that period.
Yeah, it's disco, it's jazz funk, but he always maintained a certain sense of sophistication, I think, because he was all, like.
Well, he was like a good jazz drummer who did he mainly play with? I forget who he mainly played with.
Listen to who plays on Creator. Ready?
Okay.
Are you ready?
We're ready.
I'm
more
seated.
ready? We
I
can't
need
be
to
more
know
ready.
if you're ready, Matthew.
I'm ready.
So you got Norman Connors, obviously, Michael
Mazzy
Henderson,
Connors.
Michael Henderson, who played on some of the Miles stuff, right, like the electric stuff. Anthony Jackson on bass, Gary Bartz on sax, Carter Jefferson on tenor, Tom Scott on melodica, Art Webb on flute. I mean,
you have all this written on a big whiteboard on your wall. What are you reading?
I'm looking. My producer is over there holding up the monitor.
Right.
Do you guys know Herbert Eves on harpsichord? I mean, it's just John Blake on violin. It's just you got to try it out, man.
I have that one, but
$8 all day. $8, $5.
I thought I've seen it cheaper than that.
Oh my God! I can't believe you're showing this. I hope there's no audio files in the audience. You didn't have a poly sleeve in that record. You just
I'm
looks like a Columbia sleeve or something.
Yeah, that's not really allowed to be shown on the internet.
Sonny Chirac shreds on this.
Yeah, he played a lot with him.
What's going on? I mean, it's high, low, high art, low art. Look at this one. I found this tonight at Human Head.
Oh, wow. A lot of money?
I got it. I won't say I got it for a little bit less than I think that it should have been, but it's hard to find. Even it doesn't pop up on. No,
that's a very hard record to find.
Yeah, This is my.
Did they do 3 or 4 records from you?
They did 4 records.
Am I allowed to say labor talk on your show? VW workers in Tennessee voted for union, a labor milestone in Tennessee.
Yeah.
The UAW.
Roger left. Roger. But I think that's big.
Yeah, it's very big.
Hey, there's a record I want to show that I found.
Oh wait, here's one too. Yeah. So this is a 12-inch on Blue Note, 1995, and it has an unreleased Gary Bartz song on it, produced by the Mizell brothers, called I mean, I'm not used to the camera guys. How do you do it?
The Maisley brothers, the filmmakers,
No, the Mizell, not the Maisels, Mazzy, not the Mazzy brothers.
Oh,
Do you know the Mizells? They did all the the Blackbird and Donald Bird and
oh, right, yeah, okay, yeah.
And
But I know the Maisel photographers too. Like there's a bunch of them.
Yeah, the marvelous Mrs. Maisel. I know her.
Yeah, there's.
I recommend Googling, YouTubing the song "Funked Up" by Gary Bartz.
So, is that an easy to find 12-inch?
I've never seen it before. I didn't even know it existed, or even that he had an unreleased track. It's got Sarita Wright on it.
Did you find it in your sock drawer? Where'd you find it?
I did. I found it at the bottom of my sock drawer.
What's the name of it? What's the name of it?
The song is called "Funked Up," and it's got Sarita Wright, who did a lot of work with Stevie Wonder. I think you've seen those Sarita records.
Yeah. Cool.
But it's got a remix of "Think Twice" by Donald Byrd on the B side, and it's not very good, but I listened to it in the store, and the Gary Bartz song was excellent.
Nice.
What were you gonna show?
So have you ever seen this one?
Yeah. They're like 50s recordings, 40s recordings.
Okay, so here's the deal. So it has Sahib Jazz, which is one of his records, hard to find, expensive.
Yeah.
And then the rest of it's a twofer. The rest is just comps of his Savoy shit. But this was originally recorded by Van Gelder, but this is a 1980 twofer that he remastered.
He's in the Dead West.
It says mastered by Van Gelder. And I have a bunch of these Savoys, but this is excellent. His stuff is hard to find.
Yeah.
It's very expensive. This is a very cheap way of getting his stuff.
What's the Savoy record that is the A side, you said?
Sahib Jazz.
And that's expensive? Is that the yellow one? No.
Yeah, the yellow one with the black bars on it.
Yeah.
So it's Van Gelder remastered. I think this is no more than 30, but hovering between 20 or 30. Very a must pick up. And look who's playing on all this. Just killer. It's killer.
Man, every name.
Yeah.
Boom, boom, boom.
It mostly is from 4 different albums, but it has all of Sahib Jazz. It's good. Good.
I haven't listened to this yet, but can you bring it up? I can't even pronounce his name. Norwegian artist. I can't find any information, but Rune Gramophone seemed to have closed down. Is that true?
Who?
I don't know. Rune Gramophone, the label, the Norwegian label.
Hold on. Some weirdo just snuck into the stream, by the way. Now
and he disappeared again.
Anyway, he had a solo record on Rune Gramophone, which was one of my favorite records of about 3 years ago. And then he had the trio record. His trio was amazing. Great pianist, so beautiful. He reached out to me, and I think Rune Gramophone's gone now, but I haven't listened to this. I just got it. But it's got like Arve Henriksen is on it, who's kind of that avant-garde trumpeter that played with David Sylvian and other stuff here. Sasha Berlinger, the vibe player.
Is famous for being interviewed by you.
Yeah, she's on one track here. But I just love this guy, but I haven't heard this yet. So it's on a different label. Is anybody look? It might be his own label. Well, Grappa Music Forlag. I don't know. Odin. I'm sure it's a Norwegian label, but anybody know what happened to Rune Gramophone?
Nope.
I think the jazz
that's kind of a modern classical, kind of like new music-y, electronic avant-garde label, sort of, or.
And some of it's really out there. They did that box set. They're all downstairs now. I mean, some of their stuff's really intense stuff. Yeah, some of it's a lot of it's free jazz, spiritual jazz, some solo stuff. They've been around for about 20 years. And the one art director did all their covers. I forgot his name now. Amazing covers. There's a book on his work. Someone must know it. I know, what's his name here? Mark Lassman knows Rune Gramophone. Don't you, Mark? You know them.
Come on, Mark.
I'm on the label, but I don't know if they went out of business.
And then I got this, this is like what all the new kids are buying this record. So I love this. This was great. Very kind.
Is that an Impulse? Is that on Impulse?
Yep.
Oh wow.
It's very meditative. It's beautiful as hell. I love this.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Felipe,
actually,
that's a good.
yeah, that's our friend, the entertainment lawyer. That's a friend of his album.
Mazzy,
Oh,
can
the
I
guy that
request?
worked, Brian, who
Brian.
McPherson, who
Brian-
works,
Brian's
who
friend.
does the stuff for Light in the Attic. Okay.
Yeah.
Mazzy, can I request you crack the gatefold and show the
You can, because I
Let's
missed
see.
the jazz
Here we
bones.
go. Here we go. Here we go. Woo!
Beautiful.
Cool.
What happened to Billy?
Yeah, what happened to Billy?
Did you kick him off? You kicked him off of my stream.
Now, come on, guys. Look at
Oh,
this.
he's back. He's back.
Paper. You know, you come on, spend the
I
money.
hate the
Brian.
paper sleeves.
Brian, negotiate
me
a deal. Make them
Yeah.
put you. You know.
Give me a break.
One of my biggest pet peeves is at used stores when like someone will jam like a paper into like a Bethlehem sleeve or like a Savoy sleeve, and you know it like seam split because of them. Like 70 years it lasted, and then they jammed a paper sleeve into this really tight.
Yeah,
like,
but
you
I will say, 78 collectors put their stuff in tough cardboard. Like they don't do the whole
No.
like polyline stuff. And I don't know, honestly, if like, you know, I guess the paper adds like a little bit of scuff or something, but like, I
don't think it's a big a deal. I'm joking now because we've had paper sleeves for 50 years, except for Columbia in the late 60s and Warner Brothers in the late 70s into the 80s. No rock records had poly sleeves. Very few.
Right.
My point was different though, Mike. My point was different, right?
Sorry.
Did you understand my point?
Yeah, I know. The cramming it into the.
Yeah, when they cram like because those were so tight, like the edges are so tight on those like older.
Why am I
cardboard
big?
sleeves.
I don't need to be big. Hey, Mike, did the Jazz Bums get the Macduff or the
Jack
McDuff.
Jack McDuff record?
No.
Oh, because I got it and I had bad static on it, and I cleaned it and I just.
Did you get the Nat Cole record?
I did not.
I listened to it on I guess YouTube or whatever it was available.
Hey,
it didn't sound. The YouTube clip or songs did not sound very good. I mean, they're okay, but like in terms of fidelity, they're pretty.
You know, I'm glad Mike got rid of his record.
Breaking news: Billy's Record Salon. Here's a list of what he's doing for Records Today: free back massages and
you know,
caviar for the first 100 people.
No happy endings this
wait
year.
a second. I'm
No
just
happy
happy
endings
that
this
Mike got rid of the record cabinet and bought a piano.
Hey,
Thank you.
Hey, whose home did you break into, Mike?
He's at Liberace's house.
I'm in my storage closet right now. So there's no way. It actually doesn't look that bad, but you guys aren't seeing this. Billy, what were you saying? What was your point?
Hold on.
No, hold on. Billy was making a point, and I feel like I totally misinterpreted.
No, but didn't you break into Zev Feldman's house?
He gave you the keys. He's like, hey, just review all the records.
Hey, Mike. By the way, Mike.
Is that our Airbnb in Austin? Is that our Airbnb?
Is that paying for our
Anybody-
Airbnb?
You know what we said at the end of it? We said if anybody gets to the end of this, we'll give you $100,000. Nobody ever contacted us.
Hey, Mike. I played that song for everyone earlier in the stream.
You did.
Yes.
Whatever. You know what? That actually
good.
Actually, very good.
Now, are you? Is Billy? Does Billy live in a strip joint? I see the lights are blinking.
Yeah.
Watching the basketball game.
Oh,
Yeah, I got it on too.
Billy lives across from a Kenny Rogers Roasters.
It's a wing stop. I've got some records. I got tons here.
You got literally a store.
Okay.
No, I'm at home. Do you guys know the Beach Boys?
Yeah, of course.
Never heard of them.
Do you know these labels? Sound so good.
They're the
Okay.
budget 70s.
Okay, I have.
They're the best.
Well, okay, so Billy, tell me the difference
No
between
way.
the.
Are they the best, Mazzy?
10
Do you
bucks. They
think
sound
No, no,
amazing.
Actually,
Hold on.
I have
we
the
gotta break.
Patty
can
Cakes
I say
version.
something, please? So, Billy, there's also the blue ones that came out shortly after,
Yeah,
but I feel they're the same.
probably. Yeah.
So I have Nat King Cole's Christmas
Wait,
album.
hold on. But are those the green ones mono or stereo? What's the deal
So
with
it's
that?
so
This
So-
is a. These are stereo, I think, right?
no.
I think they're stereo.
So here's what I'm going to tell you, and I have it sitting over there.
Look at the label.
So we all
What'll it
know
say? Maybe.
we all know the Carl and the Dreamers twofer
Yeah.
has that mono.
Oh my God, it's not.
sound that people-
Oh
So
my god,
I
is it a
have
mono? Are those green labels mono?
green labels. I have a green label mono of Pet Sounds.
Oh.
Yes.
They're totally mono.
Yeah. Maybe that's the difference. The blue or stereo and the green
Cool.
What one disconcerting thing? It says this album contains fewer songs than the originally released album. I wonder
Yeah,
what they
well,
cut
That's
off.
weird. That's kind of weird. But I
Yeah.
will say the only instance I know about that is for example, Only the Lonely by Francis Albert Sinatra.
Yeah.
When he put out the mono, the stereo version had wider grooves, which took up more space, and they basically maximized the space. So they had to cut a song on the stereo. So if you get the stereo sings for Only the Lonely, it's gonna be missing a song.
So this is probably stereo missing a song.
Possibly, yeah.
Mike, I got this for $3 today, and I thought of you and Chad Kasem.
And the top left, it has the divot.
No, it's this. It's $3. Clean as
No,
fuck.
but the jacket has a divot in the top left. There's a
No,
gold
is it
divot.
supposed to?
No, it's just like every single one has
No
that.
divot. No
If
divot.
it doesn't have a promo divot.
No promo
No,
divot.
it does. Wait, hold on.
Top left.
Top left. Nothing.
No,
There's
the
nothing.
other left. The other left.
This left, nothing.
Yeah.
Oh,
look-
all right.
Okay.
Okay.
No, because Reprise used to put the divots in, like the kink. You find these Kinks record with the divots in them
Yeah.
that were cutouts.
Yeah. Most of the ones that were put out of that has that. So
Yeah.
I feel like that's rarer.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's not. It doesn't make it that expensive.
It's a good record. It's a good record for $3. Come on.
Yeah, I got to revisit it, but it is. I think it is a good. Like,
Frank-
I was listening to. I think it was like 57, Sinatra with Louis Armstrong,
Yeah.
Birth of the Blues. They sing on Sinatra's like old black and white television show. Holy shit! It is unbelievably good. Fuck,
Okay,
it's good.
so I have Billy. I have this one, which is the mono, and I think it's the same.
Same plate as the yeah.
It's the same mastering as the Carl and the Passions.
Yeah.
So if you find this, I think it's a late
Six.
70s.
76, probably.
But this is excellent. This is just as good as the twofer.
Do you
In
know
fact,
the pet?
Yeah.
Have you seen the Pet Sounds that has the alternate cover around the 70s?
No.
It's in Discogs. That definitely uses the same plates as the It's
Well,
got
you
like,
know this. My friend's a big Beach Boys fan,
yeah.
and he tells me that when they made Carl and the Passions, that Brian was not even functional, and so Carl went under his direction to remaster the Pet Sounds for it, and then Steve Hoffman says that's the best sounding version of Pet Sounds. So that's how that. So Carl was in charge of doing the master. I think this is it, and this sounds just as good as that twofer. So if you
I've
could
never
find-
liked any. The originals have never
Rob,
sounded
did you-
good.
Did you share that Louis Armstrong one? I'd be curious to hear a little bit about that if you haven't already.
No, I mean I did show it, but from all I know is from Chad's video, where there are 3 different versions of this record. The one that he reissues, the King Oliver.
Yeah.
It's the same record. Then I forget what the other one's called. But this
It's like Louis does. Who was his mentor? What's his name?
I don't know, but
Yeah.
this was
Can't remember it.
This was near
Fletcher
mint.
Henderson.
This was near mint for $6, and then this is the. It's not the scam with Chad, but I have a feeling that the reason his records sound so good is because he's using records that sound good. This record,
Oh shit!
Yeah, that's
I know,
like no
he's
shit.
he's not pointing.
Yeah, that's the trick.
Listen, you fool. He says he gets someone to master it, and they're pressed well, and he puts.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
there's no special sauce he's putting in the music.
No shit, they're good records. Yeah.
Right. No, so what I'm saying is for $6 as opposed to his King Oliver's out.
So the OG is Satchmo plays King Oliver. That's the one.
Right, but there's another title called. It's a weird ass title. I'll look it up. But this was $6. Go buy this. The same exact record.
I feel like, does that sound good though, Rob?
Yeah, they do. Audio fidelity sounds good.
No,
They
this
do? Okay.
sounds incredible. Every audio fidelity record I bought, like that Bill Barron record with Ted Gerson, that record sounds great.
Well, the reason why I say it is because I
This
have
record sounds insanely good.
I have the Analogs production version of that Satchmo does King Oliver, and it sounds great, but it just I wasn't sure if Audio Fidelity, because the thing is Audio Fidelity was one of the first record labels to dabble in stereo.
That makes sense.
So I feel like the thing is if they cared about that, they would care about the result, like the resulting pressing. So like they should sound good, but I've listened to a few of them, they don't sound good at all. So that's why I was skeptical.
Yeah, I listened to that Walt Dickerson, not Walter Dick, not the football player.
The vibe.
Yeah,
the
yeah.
vibe.
He has a record on Audio Fidelity.
And not Biggest Dickus.
Not Biggest Dickus either.
Okay, the other record, here's the other record. Ain't gonna give nobody none of my jelly roll. Ain't gonna give nobody my.
I love how that accent you.
That was like literally, yeah. You're canceled after saying that.
What?
Never mind.
That's the name of. That's the other third title of the
that
record
sounds like in one of those movies.
Okay, here you go, you people who.
You're a free man now, Rob. No, I ain't. I's expensive.
Oh, hold on, you pieces of crap. Okay,
That's
here we go.
That's in a National Lampoon album. That bit.
Here we go, you fools. That is the record. So read it to me, Mazzy. Read the title of that.
Ain't gonna give nobody none of my
No,
jelly.
yeah.
Jelly roll.
Ain't gonna give
Of course.
There's jelly. It doesn't say jelly roll is on the other line. Jelly
So
roll.
here's the deal with this record. So it had 3 different titles. It had, let me go back. It came out as Satchmo Plays King Oliver. Then it came out as what I have, the best of Louis Armstrong. And then it came out as Jelly Roll.
Do they do? Can I have some more, sir? Is that on there?
No, there's one that called "Stick Your Finger Up Your Butt, Mazzy." It's it was never released.
Yeah, but there is a 45 single of St. James Infirmary from, I don't know if it's Classic Records or whatever, but anyway, I was actually, you know what?
I'm sorry, Mike looks like he's working for a real estate site.
Hey, Mark Glassman, I'll have you know, only one store has canceled me.
Hold on, let me see if I can do this. I'm not showing my background; it's just not happening. No, I can't do it. All right, I'm like literally in like a storage fucking unit.
Isn't March Madness over, Billy?
It's the NBA playoffs.
NBA.
Well, Mazzy, you sent me this record. Let me
I
see if I
can't
can
see it. There's all I see is a piano.
You know what? I don't know. I honestly believe you don't own any records. You've been using graphics and software to put them all in.
Anyway.
What record are you showing?
It's not, for whatever reason, not showing up, but it's you sent me. So I bought a Japanese Lee Morgan from you, and then you bundled it. You threw extra stuff in, and one of them was Louis Armstrong on Decca. And I listened to that tonight. And I listened to that. I listened to a shitload of vocals tonight.
Oh, good. Yeah. Did you like it?
How many is it?
Yeah, I feel like side 1 sounds insanely good, and side 2, I don't know. There's like a pressing defect or something, but honestly, like side 1 is like it's like.
I'm
20
glad I
minutes
didn't charge you for it. That's good then. Yeah.
Yeah, but I listened to that, and I listened to Chet Baker sings, which sounds incredible. That as lame as that is because it's so popular,
Best record
that
ever.
sounds fucking
On
incredible.
the 27th, I'm having the next Dizzy auction, and I have that or OG Pata, Alice Coltrane, and really the cover's a little worn.
I have a copy of my auction.
Yeah, but my is a first pressing, and my
Mazzy, does yours have the orange sticker?
orange sticker.
He
It
has
says-
an orange sticker.
On the
Where's
lower on the lower right, there's a sticker that says like I think it says like featuring Pharaoh Sanders or something.
I'll get it.
Thank you. I have to figure out whose auction I'm going to
Wow,
visit.
Billy, you win the prize tonight. I
What?
had a prize for whoever could get rid of Mazzy.
I know.
Billy,
We
I saw-
lock him out.
Hold
We
on,
lock him
I
out
saw
now.
I saw Billy's flip through on IG.
Yeah.
Where is that chair? Is that chair up front?
Yeah, it's in the front right. It's my rocking chair. It's become a thing, you know. If you look at my reels, there's like 7 of them, and I always play the very beginning to War Pigs live
Yeah, I'm trying to think what I saw on it.
because I
There
just
are
did it
some-
accidentally once, and now it's like the
No orange sticker.
Okay. Is the box connected or disconnected in the impulse up top?
Yeah, that depends if it's a 71 or 72.
Yeah.
Let's
But,
go.
but really,
Disconnected. What's it say at the
Disconnected.
What's it say at the bottom? What's it say at the
72.
What
bottom?
does that mean?
It's a
Hold
second
on.
press.
What is it? At the bottom, right above the red circle. What does it say? Does it say a year?
Not all of them said 72.
1972. 1972 ABC records.
72.
What's
Yeah,
yours?
no.
What's
I
yours,
just
Wax?
like the record.
Is that good?
Second
Hey.
press, Mazzy.
I don't know. I don't pay that much attention to the
Mine's
record. I
attached.
like the
No,
record.
Mazzy wins.
I don't
Mazzy
know what the
wins.
pressing is.
mine's detached.
So this is the better of the two.
Yeah, you won, Mazzy.
You can
Yes.
We'll see.
are warped.
But you know what, Billy, you didn't get the reissue of it at all, no, right?
I got it. The
This thing, well, Mazzy, this thing doesn't. There's no even contest.
I like the reissue. I'm not going to keep this because I
No,
want to sell it.
the reissue.
I
is
want it,
good.
Mazzy.
The reissue's okay.
Yeah, but it's like a
But there's
$200
no-
and something
But
dollar
I
record.
promise you, Mazzy, if you listen to it, you will keep that. I promise you.
No, because I need to for Dizzy. I mean, his collection.
Well, you can give him money for that record.
Yeah, but at this point in my life, I don't need
Hey,
necessarily.
by the way, I have a VG copy of it in my next auction.
but I
It's
looked on this. I
the same
mean,
as this one.
these are like I got a well. Anyway.
It's weird. They're going for less now than they were before the reissue. It's one of those examples where
Yeah.
it actually lowered the price.
Yeah. But you know what? There's no comparison. Even though the reissue is very good, you listen to this and it's different.
It's digital.
Well, I know but it was actually done by Ryan K. Smith. It's good.
Watch
Right.
the auction on Saturday the 27th, and you can probably get a good deal on it. It won't be cheap.
Hold on, Billy. We only allow humans to lick themselves, not cats.
I like you're a cat person.
I'm a cat person.
It's pretty sweet copy.
Most
too.
record people are cat people, or in my experience.
I
No
got you.
scratches. I haven't listened to it yet, but no scratches.
I want it, Mazzy.
Yeah, but
You're gonna have to bid for it. It's gonna go for money. I got you to see this, Billy? I got that.
No.
Is that quad super tramp?
No. This is the UK, the Canadian audiophile.
you know,
Oh, cool.
Supertramp is bad enough in stereo. Who the
No,
fuck
it's
is
good.
quad?
Supertramp is good, Mazzy. You
Oh,
listen to a lot of
I hate
to a lot
Supertramp.
of horror.
No,
music.
I hate Supertramp. They're like one notch below Billy Joel.
I got to
Wait, Billy Joel's on. Billy Joel's on right now.
Yeah, he's right on the 100.
Wait,
That is
and I heard they cut him off during Piano Man on the first run, and I think they did an encore tonight, and I think just they're going to keep him. And also, which I thought was interesting, he changed New York Times to New York Post, and he changed the Daily News to Newsday.
Do you know this record?
I sold that record. Dom traded me that record.
Who? What?
Dom, Seeking the Thread.
Oh, yeah. This is a very sought after record.
Yeah, it's a great record. We had it for almost a year. No one bought it, but it's a great record.
Is it in the Acid Archives?
It is. And Mazzy, he traded it the night you were there. That was the night.
Oh, okay. I couldn't. That was a fun night.
How much did you sell it for?
I think I sold it for like $100.
Yeah, I'm selling this. So if
All
anyone's
right, I'll buy it.
You will?
Yeah, I want it again. My Jake, who works with me, who you guys met, I think, loves that record.
Do you want to trade me for it or no?
Yeah, we'll do it off air.
Okay.
You're gonna bring it to Austin.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we're gonna buy so many records there. You know what
I'm bringing I'm already bringing you the what did you want? The Firebirds.
I'll bring this and something else you want because this version I don't know if it's gonna go for $100.
I don't have them here. I can't show them, but I just got like 4 or 5 Sunny Stitt records today.
On Roost?
One is on route.
Did you order them purposely on discount?
No, they're from Dizzy, but I
Do you have the one? Do you have the one where it's like kind of gray, and it's like
they're in a box in the garage still, and I'll have next.
When's your auction?
A week from tomorrow.
A week from tomorrow? Oh no, okay.
The 27th.
Hey, let me see them, please, before you show them.
Is anyone?
I might have to sell these, but
is there anyone in the
I'll
chat?
I'll buy them.
Is there anyone in the chat right now that's going to be in the Mid-Atlantic East Coast area next weekend because the inaugural Vinyl Con will be happening in Philadelphia, which I'll be selling records at.
What is that?
It's the people that do that Boulder show that's really big. They're doing a show at the Armory in Philadelphia. It's the first year. It's called Vinyl Con, and it's powered by Vinyl Me Please, which I think the relation to that is that Vinyl Me Please is in Denver, right? Or Boulder, or whatever.
So where is the show? The show's in Boulder?
No, it's in Philly. It's like it's like vying to be like top 3 or 4. There's over 100 dealers. It's like the tables are sold out. They're doing DJs and a lot. If you'll notice on Instagram, a lot of the IG pages, some of the dealers are like already posting like what they're going to bring. So I think it's really interesting. It could become a thing. I mean, no one really knows. No one. It's the first one, but
hey, Billy, would you want this too? You could probably sell that for.
I would, but I'm really interested in that just because Vinyl Me Please did it, and I always, whenever they release something, I always want to get the original.
I'll put this together with the other one.
Yeah. Okay. But yeah, no, it should be interesting, especially with Austin the week following. So I'm going to try and make a lot of money in Philly and spend it all in Austin. That's the plan. But yeah,
people have a big jazz show, or
I think you can find it anywhere these days, and I think better that it's not a big jazz show because then you'll find jazz records in like sneaky places. You know, it's like I think Austin, like you said, Wax, that like a lot of LA dealers are going to be there and stuff. Like,
well, I don't know if a lot are, but I know a Freak Beat is going and Rockaway is going. But I heard they're not bringing a ton of records. They're probably going more to buy.
That's a good point. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Mazzy, you said you've gone a few years, right?
I went twice about 6 and 7 years ago, and it was great. I heard from Harry and a few people last time. I think it's getting back since the pandemic now. So, but I loved it. Amanda used to live there. The archivist used to live there. I used to go and hang out. Plus, I went for work. A big ad agency I work at is in Austin. So I liked it then. But it was the biggest show I've ever been to in the States.
It's no Dembosh.
No, but
that's what's amazing. I talked with people, and I always wonder. LA's big enough to do a show like that.
You should
But
organize
they come up with weird reasons. Like I think people in LA are complacent.
The weather's too good.
It's not just people in LA. Right?
I was watching 45, and he was saying like the booth rental is pretty cheap. I can't remember what it was now. Damn it.
At Dembosh?
Yeah, like it was like $600 or something.
Well, that's a lot. Maybe not for that show, but
FMU is like 100.
I'm just saying, if you want to do something in LA,
yeah, the Seattle show.
Okay, so it would probably be more expensive, but here was my reasoning. They were acting like everyone, it would just be for people in LA, and I go, no. The reason why there are 2 football teams in LA is for their things. All the fans from the opposing team come here because it's warm weather during the cold season. They can make it a vacation and come here. I don't understand. And tell me about Austin. Can't be everyone comes in for that, right? It's a destination thing.
Yeah.
Well, Texas is big, right? So there's a lot of records in Texas.
Also, Austin is a
No,
little more,
no,
but Austin's compact when you get there. Like LA is so
you're not
spread out.
listening to what I'm saying. The people you attract to come there as customers to buy will come from all over.
Can you delete
do a
Jim from
show-
the
Let
peanut
me
gallery,
finish,
please?
Mazzy.
Can you
Yes.
delete Jim from
Absolutely.
the peanut gallery, please?
You
He's
do a
gone. Jim, goodbye.
Bye, Jim.
You,
Bye.
hey, but they're having a feud, Jasper Mike. If you do a show in LA, people would want to come here for other reasons,
Yeah.
plus the show.
But where would the show be? Yeah, but you know what I
There's
mean?
plenty of
You have to
places.
drive so
downtown,
far.
downtown.
Downtown, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, so here's the story I was told. There used to be a show in conjunction with a radio station. They had all free advertising because they promote, every DJ would promote the show, and it was a big show because of that. But I feel like someone needs to step up and create a show in LA. It would be huge.
No. I think so. Den Bosch, like I never heard of Den Bosch until there's a record fair
5
there.
years ago.
Like it is not Berlin. Like I feel like if we want to
Well, it
do
used
a
to be in
similar-
Utrecht. It used to be in Utrecht. So that was
Well-
the big, and it moved 2 years ago to Den Bosch.
Okay, well, I'm just saying,
That's a
if
big
you want to
city,
go to LA or New York, I mean, it's going to be way more expensive. Like, isn't the point to make it affordable? So, like, get to a place where it's.
I mean,
it's
WFMU is
accessible
not
and
affordable, and everyone comes to that. It's in the middle of like Manhattan, and now it's even in like the most expensive neighborhood in Manhattan.
I haven't found an Airbnb there yet because I'd rather stay in the city this time.
Yeah, and that's ridiculously expensive.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like Vegas might be good, Wax, but
Vegas would be good too. But I
just
mean,
because it has that, like, you'll get more tourism in Vegas than you will in LA, I think, just because that's
Oh, yeah.
like just
Oh,
another
yeah.
excuse
well,
to go.
I mean,
Yeah, 100%.
here's what I can tell you. So my mom, this was a long time ago, was a nurse. And there were only 5 cities that could hold the nurses when they did their convention. So here were the cities. There was Chicago,
Indianapolis.
Atlanta, Los Angeles. In fact, it wasn't even Los Angeles. It was Anaheim. Anaheim could handle them. San Diego could do it. These are cities would be perfect for this. But I don't know who.
The difference, no, Wax, the difference with that is that your mom didn't.
Don't talk about my mom now.
Yeah. Your mama.
Your mother, yo mama, as you would say.
Your
Your
mama.
mom ain't be selling record. No, your mother only had to bring like a stethoscope. I mean, like we have to bring you have to bring like a U-Haul filled with records, so it has to be close enough to a center where there are.
My mom
already-
wasn't selling nursing shit. She was a participant.
No,
she was like a
I
buyer.
know, but I'm saying like you didn't have to bring like the dealers. I'm saying for records, it's like I think that like.
Well, okay. So here, Jim knows a guy who's a seller. He went to Expona.
Yeah.
He drove from Arizona to Chicago with a truck full of records. Because
Wait, they did record. They do records at Expona. It's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
they
I
have
mean,
a dealer
actually,
room.
if you want to come to LA in June, we're
Yeah.
having a hi-fi show. They have an area where people sell records.
Is it all like hi-fi records or used records?
No. It's a room of about 25, 30 dealers selling
Yeah.
records. And usually Elusive Disc is one of them, or Rep Who Is, and Music Direct. Some will sell at discounted prices their stuff.
I will say my feed has been totally deluged with Expona recaps.
I watched the Fremer interview.
Oh my god, with that camera that was moving? What is wrong? Who's ever channel that is?
Yeah.
Fuck them.
Who?
They're
Who is
like
that?
I don't
think
know
they're like
who it
old,
is.
I think
it's
they're
not
old
even about the
friends.
content.
Wait.
They just
What
kept
are you
moving this fucking camera.
Who interviewed Fremer?
It's like an old friend of his or something, and I don't know. He's in a band. That guy, or was, I don't know.
So
But
here-
Wax, you
Yeah.
should talk to the Record Paradise guy who's got so much muscle behind him, but you take the lead on finding the location and doing some of the legwork. Pull him in.
Well, hold on. I do have a full. It might not seem this way to people. Have a full-time job.
Who
But
cares? Whatever.
Okay.
You hold a boom. What's that? That's not a job.
I'll just invite you. I'll tell you this. I'll tell you
He's
this.
in college, man.
Bring sleeping bags. I'll invite you all to stay here for a weekend
Yep.
of whack-a-moles and martinis.
Well,
Seattle
yes,
could be a
but-
good. Seattle would be good.
But
We have one.
That-
we have.
that-
We have. It's a nice show. It's not massive.
Hey,
The Space Needle
oh.
show, right? The Space Needle show.
Yeah,
So-
it's in the. It's a good show.
Yeah, I always
Hey,
watch your videos. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Billy, I have a good
Yeah.
story.
this is it. This is it. So
Oh.
cool. This is who interviewed Fremer, and I am sorry, but that was like hard to watch because of how
Wait,
much
Jonathan
movement-
is
Because Mike
the guy?
Kremer was on it.
Or Cool
no, because
Cleveland?
how much they move that camera. It was
Yeah, yeah,
ridiculous.
yeah.
Fremer
Wait,
even
wait,
said,
who-
like,
who-
please don't move the camera so much.
Who's the channel,
was
Mike?
so
Cool
annoying.
Cleveland?
Cool Cleveland.
Okay.
Did you comment on the video?
No, of course not.
You're a
should.
chicken shit.
Okay, what about this? There's some people in the, not massive disappointment. You know, this Chad just announced this Monk reissue box.
Oh,
Yeah, but he
people are flipping. People are flipping out about that right now.
Yeah, because okay, it's coming with these 12x12 cover slicks, not covers, right? In the
Ugh.
box.
No,
But then the guy today who did the new releases said,
Yes.
"Oh, they're coming out individually on I don't know even what date." So you could buy them. It probably costs you more, but still, you can buy them with the. I'd rather have the record with the cover, right?
Yeah. Yes.
But apparently, Chad didn't say it. And all these people pre-ordered like yesterday, the day before, and the next day, the guy says, "Oh, you can buy them individually with the covers."
Well, that guy's probably fired.
This
now.
is the biggest scandal since MoFi Gate.
Yeah.
Hey, Billy, can I tell you a story that's funny?
Yeah. Tell the class.
So I found a copy of the Rashid Ali Moonlight.
Yeah.
You wanna-
Do you know that record?
No,
No, on
Moonlight?
Survival.
Fuck
That
you,
record
Mike.
on Survival.
Get the
Yes.
fuck up, Mike.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
So the seller on Etsy was selling it, and I don't know what kind of copy I'm going to get because I asked questions. Is it in good condition? Oh, we sell records in good condition.
Oh,
Yeah.
You know, so I got a good price on it because here's how I got a good price. In their store, they go, oh, if you buy two things, 15% off. So I went to their store and they actually they had two other records that were good, but their pictures made it look were good enough to see, oh, there's issues with the record. This one, it looked okay. So I went to their store and then listed everything from lowest price to highest. So to get the 15% off, I got a purple beanie baby with it.
So
I'll show the burning beanie baby when I get
so
it.
Michael says that 6 years ago the Monk box had covers.
Yes.
Well, no, Nicole says she has that.
I have the 2011
Okay,
Do you
let's
have it
see it.
handy to see a
Can you
cover?
grab
What the cover looks like?
somewhere in this house.
So the new one doesn't have covers.
No.
I
No,
don't know.
it has the new one has just 12x12 slicks, not covers, not full covers where the record goes in.
Which is okay. I mean that. I mean,
If
yeah,
it's
whatever.
cheap, it's probably cheaper than
is
it
cheap.
would be. But I'd like to see. I
If
only
they're
need
gonna
two
make
of
the
record.
covers, why make the slicks? Like,
Yeah.
what?
well,
Like, why do both as an option where you're gonna
Well-
pay the extra $10 for their production costs?
So good-
Well, wait,
good
because
question.
here's the deal. Mazzy's against it. It would have been a big box. Bigger box.
I don't mind a box with multiple records in it. So come on.
It's
But
all
look
because
at MoFi. Look at their
it's all
boxes.
because of you,
They're like this
Mazzy, and
now.
yelling at
MoFi
Chad like that.
MoFi shrunk the box. Oh, I buy plenty of Chad shit.
No, I know.
You know, I'm sorry. That's all on him, not me, man.
Well, I don't. I'm doing my tour of spite against Chad. I bought the.
Have you completed the set yet, Rob?
No, I need about 4 of the records. Maybe I'll find them in Austin.
You will.
Yes.
I two quick things. The Rob, I found a new site. It's a new Etsy, and I got a
Wait. Don't divulge it here. Let me know. Privately.
Okay, I'll text you on the side. But I got a Weldon Irvine, that record Sinbad. Do you know that one?
So he's a guy I have not really explored yet.
It's like a $200 record. It's I think it's on a major label. Someone in the painting gallery probably knows.
How much did you get? How much did you get it for?
$54, and it's in the mail. And I almost didn't believe that it was gonna be sent, but I did get tracking for it because like everything else on this person's page had nothing to do with anything, and it just had this like rare record on it. So we'll see.
Oh, by the way, you know that new John Carter reissue that came out?
Yeah,
I bought it for $18 on Amazon. Then I found an OG of that too, and I got a good deal on that.
that's an expensive OG.
No, I got it for $60.
John
It's
Carter.
100. It's
What,
like
what
Like
record?
$150 record.
Rob, show the record.
Yeah, I'll show it.
it's on Flying Dutchman. It's like John Bradford and they used to be called like the New Jazz Orchestra or something. They played with Ornette Coleman.
This is one of the best things I got from Billy.
Mazzy, I just found another copy of it. And I'm sending it to a friend.
This is
So
great.
if anyone's interested in this copy, because I'm not going to auction it off, you can get it on Amazon for $18 right now. And actually, this is a really good reissue. It's done by this British dude, BGP. This is not bad, but I got the OG with Van Gelder and the Deadwax, and that's
Who is on it?
John Carter and Bobby
Bobby
Bradford.
No, it's a band, right? There's other people. Those are just the big names.
They always play together.
Yeah.
They
were Ornette followers, apparently.
It's really good.
We're both from Texas.
This isn't too crazy. But John Carter are all those I want to get all his solo records from the 80s that like they were all done as a like thing.
Echoes from
right?
Rudolph.
Yeah. I'm telling you guys, I usually say a record. I haven't said it tonight. Get this record. It's $18 on Amazon right now. Get
If
it.
there's one record you buy tonight,
Buy this one. It's good.
Well, tell me, what does it sound like? What's the style? Like,
Hold on.
Jesus Christ.
It's sort of like a
You
combination.
just say like it's
Hold on.
great.
It's a combination from Barry Manilow and
Ornette Coleman, yeah.
Okay.
it's more
Atlantic era.
it's not as in your face as Ornette Coleman.
No, let me tell you something, Billy and Rob, you got a lot of work to do.
Oh, hold on. You were supposed to be in
Nobody.
self-isolation.
Let me tell you
Hold on.
something, Rob.
I'm not
Nobody's
selling the
buying that
record, Mike. I'm not holding up the
Yes,
record,
the
Mike.
person watching this
Hold
is
on.
buying
You
that
were
record.
supposed to be in self-isolation in the
Whatever.
middle of Siberia. What happened to you?
Just because
I
you're at a
did.
Taco Bell talking to us right
He's
now.
locked in the closet like Patty Hearst.
I know.
My
I'm
last
just-
point.
honestly,
my
I'm
last
quite-
Hold on. Can you hold up today's newspaper, Jazz Bum Mike?
Yeah, is this even? Yeah, is it you? My point is that I think the Philadelphia show is going to be really good because Philly is so close to New York and other places, and it's empty and cheap, and like it's like yeah, I think it's a great idea.
Yeah.
Hold on.
You know,
You guys will come next year.
Billy, I have a question for you, Billy. Do you know the people who do the record fair, the one we went to, the W's,
Actually, no, kind of, but I just hired my third employee number 2, and she's the assistant music director at WFMU.
Okay, here's my request, and I think a lot of people felt it. The biggest bullshit of that show, first of all, there wasn't a lot of food right there, but I know we're moving. But you couldn't leave and come back in.
That's incredible, yeah.
I mean, you can't go have a lunch break. I mean,
Yeah, that was bullshit.
that is total bullshit.
Yeah.
So I've never
How much
ever
did you
been
pay?
to a
How much
record
did you pay?
fair.
How much did you pay to get in?
I don't remember. $10. I don't know.
All right. Well, I mean, I'm just wondering. I mean,
I don't remember. I bought the tickets online for the weekend. I don't know what it
Jim,
was.
you know what, Jim?
Maybe
You're
it's
absolutely
25 for the weekend. I don't know. But you know, you
Jim,
get a
you're
stand.
absolutely right.
You
Jim,
go out, you
give
get
me
a bite to
fucking
eat.
break. Are you serious right now?
We're going to Franklin's barbecue halfway through on
Well,
Saturday.
tell her that. Tell him Mazzy says so. Tell him I have 34,000 subscribers.
Jim,
And I'm gonna piss on
hold
that
on.
radio station if they don't fix that.
What?
Jim, can you tell me what the closet is here? Because I'm just curious. Whatever it is, I probably am. Yeah, let's do it. Come on, what are we doing?
Hold on right here, guys. Here's a link to the song about Jazz Bomb Mike, by the way.
All right, yeah, go check that out.
It's really good.
Yeah, we got to use clout.
Jim, the reason why I asked this because, like, honestly, it comes across like you're a homophobe. So I assume that's not the instance here. I mean, he literally sent 3 fucking messages about this, which is weird.
Hold on.
And frankly, he's stoned. You know, he's stoned.
Oh, hold on. He's
which
not
is
a
cool.
homophobe.
I mean, whatever.
Jim, apologize for making a stupid joke, okay?
Well, no, it's fine. Look, whatever.
He's repeated it like 3 times. Well, no, but sometimes
he probably repeated it 3 times because he actually hit send 3 times by accident.
Whatever. Let me tell you something, Jim. You are my arch vinyl community nemesis. You're dead. You're fucking dead.
Oh God, this is going badly. Hold on.
That was not it. Okay, whatever.
Hold on. There's a
you kids and your records.
Okay.
They do
I'm sorry if that was too intense. That was obviously a joke.
They did have a tiff with each other. Hold on. Jim has a response for
dead.
Jim has a response to you. Why is that not doing it?
I have no response. Jim wins.
People.
This stream is much darker than I expected, John.
Well, it's better than a Jazz Bum stream, I'll tell you that much.
Well, can I just tell you one thing? You know who I'm really excited for is Harry. Harry is lining up at 2 a.m. on the dot to get 3-inch records from the Beatles.
$200.
Hey, Mazzy,
that he already has
meeting up
all
with
these
him?
songs.
No, I'm not.
That sound
Okay,
better.
here's it. Kimbo supposedly getting the silver platters at 1 or 2. I told him I'll probably be asleep, but text me and tell me how many people are online. It's 10 minutes from me.
What is Kimbo gonna get that he needs to get there that early?
I think he wants that record player too, but I don't even want it. I'm a Beatle guy. I don't want it. But if I wake up and I'm, I might. It's 10 minutes from my house. I'll, put a pot of coffee on. Load up the thermos, bring down some snacks.
Did you get donuts, Mazzy?
I'll show you what I got. I went to
Costco. Someone who works at Princeton Record Exchange DM'd me a second ago, and she was like, or no, maybe she posted on her thing, and I responded to it. But someone lined up today at 10:30 a.m.
10:30 a.m.
Billy, I was at
tomorrow.
I was at Amoeba around 11. And people were in line at 11 this morning.
That's so retarded.
We're having a dinner party here. We're having a dinner party here tomorrow night because today is the archivist's birthday. So
are those Kirkland?
Yeah,
those look really good.
Kirkland's just literally an hour from here.
Well,
it's like a real place.
Could you drive there right now, please?
Kirkland is where Costco started. That's their main headquarters. Yeah. So that's why all their brands, Kirkland garbage, all their brands are Kirkland.
I prefer the Kirkland toilet paper to those cinnamon rolls.
Well, you don't wipe your ass with these, but
is there a place called
people do.
Where are you going to distribute those?
Well, Silver Platters is physically the biggest store. They hand out a list now. It's easy. You can park there. It's Soto. There's no traffic. It's just easy. I mean, it's 10 minutes from my house. And it's south of downtown, like all the stupid names of places. It's literally 2 blocks from the Starbucks World Headquarters. And when they open up, you can get coffee and breakfast stuff. But I don't think they open until 7. But it's an easy one, and they hand out lists. So I think tomorrow's going to be everywhere busier because it's a real popular weekend, and there's a lot of titles that people actually want this year.
I plan on going to 5 or 6 different record stores tomorrow. And
why?
I'm going to shoot video.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not getting up at 3 a.m. to do it. I'm going to.
We usually after lunch.
Matthew, can I ask you a question, and you will answer why I'm going? What is one of your biggest viewed videos you do?
Record store videos.
there you go. I'm going to 5 or 6 different record stores to shoot content.
I mean, record store videos are huge, and everybody who puts them on, it's kind of like the threads, the annual record store thread or the record thread, the vinyl community thread. People like watching them, so
I like
what
seeing
happens
Bob.
is-
I like seeing Bob Bradley up at 4:13.
yeah, I do the thing at
Especially
Silver
when it's
Platter,
raining or something.
and
exactly.
either Kimbo and I and Coffee Dave, whoever's together, we go up to the Starbucks mega thing. We sit in there, we have like breakfast or whatever, and we go show our stuff. We wait until the line at Easy Street or then we go somewhere else. There's a record store here called Royal Records that's been around about 4 years. Guys, when they closed Everyday Music, started their own. Literally, they moved 3 doors away, and they're opening up tomorrow for the first time in a bigger space for Record Store Day. But that's way across town in Queen Anne.
Wait a second. That could have cool shit that's not new, right? Because it's a new store.
No, they've been around, but they basically moved 3.
They're moving to a new space.
But there are places
You know
like I know Tunnel Records, the place I love in San Francisco. He doesn't do Ben doesn't do the big record store. He has a couple of titles. Like when I was there, he was playing the really good the double Gene Clark, No Other outtakes or
that's whatever. Out. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah,
it's really good. It's really so. I want to get that.
Let me tell you something. Every record store I've been into that has had a grand opening has fumbled it so horribly.
Not me.
Well, you're an exception to the rule.
Okay.
Happy birthday, Glenn.
Yeah, I bet you there's people in line. I think this is going to be, even with Kimbo gets there 1 or 2.
Well, I'll tell you, there's a small record store that Vinyl Piper went to. He sent me pictures. The 2 people in line were there for the Olivia Rodrigo.
Yeah. I've never gone before 5:30 in the morning, and I've always been in the first 10. And in fact, the first couple or about like the year and 2 before the pandemic, I was either 1 or 2 or 3 and getting there at 5:30. So,
Hey,
and one guy did get there at 11 o'clock the night before.
Hold on. Mark Glassman, can you send your contact information to Darren so he can ask for your help in finding it?
Yeah.
Thank you.
I can't remember if it was last year or one of the record store days in the last year. I didn't go at all. And I got everything on Sunday I wanted.
I liked it better when there was like 2,000 Quiet Kennys or like 2,000 Roy Brooks and stuff like that. Like that was exciting because you had to go get it. Now there's nothing.
I'll send them your information, okay?
Do you guys know Academy Records is like right down the street from my house, and they're doing
it.
They're doing a $1 bin sale, and then they just put the records that are going to be in the wall. I'm gonna do.
Is that the place that's upstairs?
No, it's downstairs.
What's the place upstairs?
Jazz Record Center.
Yeah.
No. In Brooklyn, we went. All those guys went there. You walk up this long staircase, and it's upstairs like a loft.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, I went there with Dom and JBL 100 and all those guys. We walked in the rain.
Academy moved, and they did have like a second floor, but you couldn't go up there. It was like their offices.
This was like up at I forgot what it was called. Which place.
Is there anyone in the gallery who could say?
It's in my video I did from that, so it's back. I forgot the name of it.
I do buy a lot of stuff from Academy, from their Discog page. Mostly
they're pumping it out. Yeah, they've got.
You guys want one? You want one?
I want one so bad.
Yeah.
Hey, when are you going to sprinkle the acid on it, Mazzy?
I already did.
Mazzy, do you have any bear acid in your freezer?
No. I've only taken LSD 3 times, and twice was Owsley.
Did you guys watch Fish at the Sphere on YouTube?
Yeah, I saw some of it.
It was amazing. I mean, it sounded. I don't like that band. But
I would have to think, Billy, that if you thought it was amazing on YouTube, if you were there.
Yeah, no. I was assuming it was amazing by thinking what it would be like to be there, not that it was amazing.
What if you could see any band in the Sphere? Yeah. What would you pick? What band would it be? Who? Oh, Radiohead. Yeah, that's a good choice. Good choice.
Who? So who's? There's another band that's going to be there for
the Dead and Company.
Yeah, that's.
Oh
right.
yeah.
They're still playing. I thought they
I
retired.
know.
last year.
I haven't seen him since Jerry died.
Or probably offered a shitload of money to do it.
Yeah, they're not touring. I think they're just doing things like this.
You know, residency. Why not? You stay put for a month or.
I mean,
two.
that's what Vegas is.
Ton of people do. They do like 3 times a year. They go there for a couple weeks and they make a lot of money.
Go
But
play
Fish-
in the.
Hold on, Darren. No one's making fun of you or anything like that. If we see the record,
Looking for a seal now.
What is he looking for?
he's looking for a Lyle Mays Pat Metheny record.
Oh, okay. The
Really?
white cover.
Here,
The one
you
with
know
white
what?
cover?
Here, I'm going to use. We have over 100 people here, Darren.
I have it in my sock drawer. I'll go grab a copy.
Hold on. You're a fucking record store owner.
Yeah.
If you want to make some money, Darren, I'm going to use my airtime here for you. If anyone has, what's the record again? It's Lyle Mays.
Lyle
It's called
Mays.
Lyle Mays and Pat Metheny. I mean,
Is that the white cover with the red type?
Well,
one?
no, that's. I think they made it. He's not looking for the easy one to find. I think.
Oh.
Darren, can you type it in again? The one you're looking for, please. And I will make a plea to over 100 people here. There's actually people that have access, like Jeffrey in the chat. He can probably find you a copy. Billy, who probably doesn't want to, but might be nice and find you one. Listen. I don't know what's so special about the seal one that a mid copy will not suffice. Let me know.
all of those records are in good condition. No one played them.
Yeah, no one played all those records. Yep. The ECM ones are usually minty.
ECMs are like untouched, all of them.
What? Hey, Billy, what about this? I'm going to try and sell this one.
I have that in my store right now. How much is that?
Well, I don't know how much you selling it for.
I got
off the top of my head, without looking it up, I'd say $30, $40.
I got the
I think it goes for more than that.
original French.
I don't know what it goes for.
This is an original.
Is it the French one?
Oh, America. Yeah, that's French.
It's the original. Okay. I think it's like an $85 record.
Unfortunately, no one cares about Art Ensemble, at least at my shop, and even the jazz people. No one buys any Art Ensemble.
Paul, are you still here? That's like one of Paul's favorite bands.
No, I'm not talking shit. The one record that people buy is that one that has that like break on it with that French singer.
No, I have. That's what this is. No.
Oh, the Fontana bass record.
The movie
that sells. People want because there's like a funk track on it.
Right. Yeah.
I need to pay. I need to pay.
Record.
I stepped on a record tonight, and I'm angry.
Billy, Brooklyn Record Exchange.
Oh, you're right. It is upstairs. Mazzy, you were right.
Thank you, Roberto.
Yeah, I don't have the best luck there usually, but it's a good.
Hey, Billy, the nicest person who comes around here, Delphina, likes them.
I care about them too, Delphina. Chicago AACM music, you know.
There was a Chicago Art Ensemble too. I got today from Dizzy, so I'm going to go through those next week.
Like the Joseph Jarman stuff and the Roscoe Mitchell solo stuff. Like I thought people would buy that, but they just don't. You know.
I think they don't know.
They don't know.
I saw them probably no more than
maybe you need to educate them.
I got to need your channel, Maz. You got to help me.
I saw them at Keystone. That's the first time I saw them.
Oh, in San Francisco?
I do consulting. It's not cheap, but I do consulting.
Roscoe Mitchell is good.
That sound record on Delmark, people like.
I have that.
Yeah.
I need a room 4 nights in Chelsea in October, November. So
Who? Delmark is still around. They have a website. I wonder why they're not reissuing their records.
Do they have any dead stock? That's all that matters.
I understand, but if they reissued it, people would buy it, I think.
Yeah. But I was thinking about doing 50% off all free jazz tomorrow. I thought that'd be funny.
Yeah. Hey, Tom Rashawn. Hey, Tom Rashawn. That's what this one is.
You mean there's nothing in New York sells in free jazz?
I don't know. People like free jazz, but it's just like there's like 10 people in every like town that like free jazz. You know, it's like.
Yeah, I always hated that term free jazz. Anyway, it's not.
Yeah.
It's not free.
No, you have to pay for it.
Yeah, there was a thing I remember reading some book that there. I guess was it Joseph? No, Julius Hemphill was playing in somewhere like Midwest town, and it says free jazz, and everybody showed up and they thought it was free.
I may
That's
have to
funny.
start doing what the sports guys do. You know, the sports guys go to these fairs and they charge like $100 for an autograph, or per
Here,
item, or
there's
$50
my
for.
back.
I'm going to start charging like
Oh.
$150 to do a whack-a-mole here, and another 100 if you want a videotape of it. And if there's 2 or more people, $250.
Hold on,
I'll do
Mazzy.
300. I'll do that.
Here-
Me and Rob.
Here's the problem when you start doing this, Mazzy. 3 days into your business enterprise, you'll be dead because your psycho fan will show up to your house.
No, Mazzy, what you should do is, like, when you start selling your records, if you ever do, it's like $100, and you get to pick 3 records, and you whack-a-mole them, and whatever it is, they got to stick with it.
Yeah,
That's a good idea. Oh, wow! It's kind of
It's
like
fun.
like the claw that
Yeah,
picks up.
yeah.
No, I like that.
Hey, hold on one second.
I'm watching the OJ doc.
No.
Yes, Tom, the Shelly Manne album is good. It's a double. Is it a double album? I can't remember now. Maybe it's not a
Hey,
double.
Lisa Harper, we're learning so much more about you in the evening than we do in the mornings.
I was watching the
Oh, yeah.
OJ doc, and apparently, like, when he was in jail trying to pay for his lawyers, he made $3 million on autographs.
No, this is a smoking album, but in my video, I said they kind of lie. It's kind of misrepresentation, because I know where the Pacific Northwest is. I live in it. The second record is recorded in Seattle. The first record's at the Monterey Jazz Festival. That ain't the Pacific Northwest. That's like,
Central.
South Bay, on the coast.
It seems as though you know the guy you can argue with about.
No, I know Zev. Yeah. But it's an excellent record. I love this record.
In fact, if people are wondering the background where Mike is, he's in Zev's house in his castle.
And he does a great job with his inserts and books and things. As I said, the obligatory tape shot.
Yeah. How do you know?
This guy looks like a Jewish comedian in the 1960s.
Oh, yeah.
A
He looks
Shecky man. Hey, Mazzy. That's always when they show those tapes. They could be any tapes. We don't know what.
I'm just waiting for Lisa Harper to. She already did something. It's all about the money, Normie. What? Oh, come on.
She so does not like you.
She doesn't. That's okay. She's consistent, though. I'll give her that. But you don't understand my riffing, man. I tell you.
Hey, you're as funny as they come.
And here's if I sell this one, it's going to cost you $50 more, because the promo,
Press release.
PR sheet is in here. So, this is reel to reel too. Yeah, it is reel to reel. But this one sounds nice. The other one had static in it, but I love this. This is good.
Oh no.
Oh, Lisa Harper.
Now again, Darren, I still don't
Lisa
understand.
Harper, if you weren't married.
Darren, I still don't understand why you need a sealed copy of that record. It could be warped. There could be scratches on it. Lyle Mays' hairs from his mustache are embedded in the vinyl. You know how hairy Pat Metheny is. He's like the Chia Pet of jazz.
Rob,
What?
what's the first store you're going to go to, and why?
Hold on.
I'm a firm
hold on.
believer I could get everything online on Sunday.
No, Rob, but I'm telling you, like, Record Paradise, for instance, is putting out stuff
I'm going. Well, actually, I'm kind of disappointed by everything that Record Safari has shown.
Okay.
But I'm probably going there because they're giving out free T-shirts and bags to people that come there first. So I'm going there first because typically everything's 25% off, and I look for the weird stuff. So it's typically stuff he'll show and put on the wall. There's better stuff hidden somewhere else. So I'm going to go there
Did you do
for
20% or 25?
25 this time. 25.
Damn, I should probably do that.
And then I'm
Do you
going
think
to
it'll
go.
make that much difference to get people
Everything.
in?
I'm in flux, but I'm probably
Yeah,
going
it
to
does,
go.
Mazzy.
I'll probably jump on Rachel's stream for an hour. Then I'll go to Safari. Then I'll probably Permanent doesn't open until noon, so I'll probably float around. Then I'm going to go to a store closer to me. And then there's this hidden store that no one likes, but they always stock up pretty big on Record Store Day stuff. And I'm pretty convinced I can find everything I want there. So
If you could buy one Record Store Day title that wasn't Gravy Train to You Already, what would you?
I'm not. Oh, you're misunderstanding. I am not part of the Gravy
I can
Train.
answer that. Can I answer it?
No,
Yes, yes.
you're
Oh,
part
Mike.
of the Gravy Train.
Can I answer
You've
it?
been buying.
No, non-Gravy Train. Mike, what would you buy?
No, I'll answer it. Can I answer it?
Yeah.
I think the one that I would like, which I probably won't get ultimately, is the 7-inch Pharaoh Sanders on Luwaka Bop.
Luwaka Bop.
I have the box set, so I'm pretty good. But this is the Japanese radio edit, and it'd be nice. It would be nice to have throw it in the box. And
How much?
Oh,
Wait, did we see how much that was for? I forgot what it was for.
Whatever.
You know,
it can't be that much.
I'm tired of all these preview record stores showing, reading off the list. And I kept saying
Actually,
they kept saying acetone, not acetone. Acetone.
So
Numero Group band.
That's my list.
Here, Billy, I'm going to show the screen of the one.
What's your number one, Mazzy?
Even
What's your number
Mazzy,
one?
you got all the jazz stuff, so it doesn't.
I have the only jazz thing I have on here is the Sun Ra Elephants on Parade. I want to.
Yeah, I'm going to get that. Hey,
because I love that music.
Wait, why not? What I thought the Bill Evans was the title that if you had to get one.
I have it. I got it from Kraft.
You have it.
Hey, Billy, I'm going to show you the record. This is the record. I'm going to go seek out to get.
Brand X.
Permanent Records is putting it out, and they have a bunch of copies. So there's only 1,000 of these.
What were you going to ask me, Mike?
Oh, that's cool. What is it? Is it like garage rock?
So it's
you didn't get Zev's Sun Ra?
Hold on.
I did.
Patrick Vinyl. Patrick PB Thal.
Which one are you getting?
I talked about this record before. It was a private press jazz fusion record.
It's a Rob starts jabbing.
So
it looks like a greatest hits though.
No, it's not. It's just the album. It's a very hard to find record. There's only 1,000 of them, and since Permanent, which has putting it out, I'm gonna go try and get a copy of it.
Okay, Mike, the Sun Ra, it's kind of a psychedelic jazzy Sun Ra. It's Elephants on Parade, the Disney song from it leads off the Disney thing from Dumbo.
Isn't that a radio?
So that's that's my main, the only jazz thing I have. But I have Acetone, Mudhoney, the Byrds, Marty Stewart live show because that was the 50th anniversary of Sweetheart of Rodeo. I missed that show. Captain Beefheart, the Gene Clark, which I talked about, Lowell George, Dream Syndicate, the Yardbirds psychedelic singles, and
look, that's right up your alley, Mike.
Yeah, that's why I'm showing it. Did you know this album, Mike?
Mazzy.
Yes.
What is the? Can you go over the Flying Burrito Brothers or the Sweetheart of the Rodeo thing again? I didn't hear about that.
In 2018, and they did only like less than 10 shows. I love Marty Stewart, his band, with Roger McGuinn and Hillman of the Byrds. They did the entire Sweetheart of the Rodeo album. It's a 50th anniversary tour.
Man.
It didn't come up here. It went to a winery in the Bay Area, and I wanted to go and I couldn't, or I missed it or something. But it's a live show. They did a few other Byrd songs on it too. But I've seen Marty Stewart's band. It's fucking killer band. It's psych.
Wait, what is Marty Stewart's band? And when was he in the Byrds?
He wasn't in the Byrds. Marty Stewart started out when he was a kid playing with was it Earl Scruggs or something? But his band, they put out albums. They're very cosmic. His albums are very cosmic cowboy. They're psychedelic country kind of Byrds. And he has. Do you know Clarence White's B-Bender? Do you know about that? He had a Telecaster that was customized. Clarence White got killed loading equipment in his car with the later Byrds. Great twangy guitar. He was in the last 4 or 5 albums of the Byrds. Well, Marty Stewart from his widow bought the B-Bender, and he plays that guitar. It's a fucking killer band. And so that's a double live album of that show.
Hey, Mazzy. So here's the Sun Ra record. It's a live record. They did it actually from D.C., a lot at the 930 Club in D.C. But
it's Disney, a lot of Disney stuff. I've heard it. I've heard it.
Yeah.
It's so
Someday my prince will come.
Yeah,
Look
they're
at that
only
cover.
1,800. It's being done by Modern Harmonic.
yeah,
So,
that's the Sundays offshoot.
if I see this, I'm gonna get this.
Yes, that song, the original, that was in the Hal Wilner collection of Disney stuff. Like Tom Waits was on it, and Tom, that's great.
Cool.
But was it Tom? Was it live or was it a studio recording?
I think it was a studio on that one. So
What's the
different
deal with
version.
the,
Yeah, that was a CD. I thought it was just a CD only, the one Tom was talking about.
I
What
have
is,
it on vinyl. I found it on vinyl recently.
Oh,
It
really?
didn't. Yeah, it wasn't a major vinyl release, but I think it was in the Disney collection. I kept it, I think. But the Lowell George, which his solo record that came out right before he died, and it's an expanded version of it. The Parliament, the first Parliament album.
That's cool. Yeah, that's hard to find. You see, like you can't buy that record. That's like why
Right.
that.
Right.
It's like
So
I've never seen.
the Yardbird psychedelic B-sides.
Yeah, but do we know? Here, let me look it up. But do we know what?
It feels illegitimate. That's what you're gonna say. Is that what you're? But
Well,
apparently,
because they're reissuing Maggot Brain, like they claim they found the tapes to do it.
yeah, I know, right? That's what I heard too. Is that true?
Yeah, it's true. It's true. So they showed a picture of it on social media.
So this is obviously the first one. So maybe they're starting here.
They were in your
I
sock
don't
drawer,
think
Billy.
They're
The
in my-
tapes were in your sock drawer.
I got maggots in there, but not maggot
You
brain.
know, that's the thing. I kind of use that joke in my videos. I beat a dead horse. Probably you can ask Lisa here. When they're talking about they find these tapes out of Zev is going through people's sock drawers finding these Chet Baker tapes.
It's like waxed at a estate sale.
I'm really curious what you guys think. Did you listen to Mike? This is what I want to ask you. Did you listen to the Chet Baker?
no,
Sheldon.
no, I didn't get that. I only got I got three of the 10 records that were sent. So
Right. Who got that one? Do you know?
Felipe, and he wanted that.
Did he like it?
Yeah, he liked it.
Bob Bradley liked it too.
Bob Bradley liked it.
Yeah, I didn't, and I loaned it to Joey Callia to listen to, and boy,
All right. I've never heard of this record label, Damon Records. Has anyone?
Nope.
Oh, is it Demon? Yeah, Demon. They're a British company. Demon.
They are.
They do a lot of reissues. They've been around for a long time.
Is their stuff good? Or
Yeah,
do you know?
yeah. I mean, it's not high end audiophile usually, but they're a great reissue. I have a lot of their stuff.
Mike, I have a serious question for you.
Yeah. I mean, I love that album actually. But the thing is, with Frank, you got to find your own way. You might like him, you might not like him. You might
Mike,
like later stuff. It's just honestly, you got to find your own journey. I wouldn't ask people about what you like about Frank. The early stuff, the later stuff, just listen to it. It's all accessible. Just fucking stream it,
Yeah,
So-
Demon did a lot of this stuff. Elvis, right? Elvis.
Mike, I have a question, Mike. Mike?
Okay.
On your video, you guys all seem super amped, and Zev too, on like this Art Tatum recording. Now, as someone who, I like Art Tatum. I know he was very influential, but there's so many Art Tatum records you can find all over the place for barely any money. Is there something that makes this more special than all of the Art Tatums that we could just go get right now?
Well, I haven't heard it. I mean, I've heard the files, but like Mazzy, what do you think?
This was a really surprise or revelation to me.
Yeah, I thought it sounded.
I have the big Pablo box set, the studio, which as good as it is, it's kind of like, let the tape go. He's improvising. He's playing some standards, all these songs. There's a little more bite to this, but I just really liked. This is like early 50s, I think, right? Yeah, 53. I really enjoyed this. This surprised me. I mean, I know Rob's not a fan really of Art Tatum, this kind of stuff, but I love this guy, and I really like this record a lot.
Would you say the recording quality is like on par, or is it more archival? Like, does it sound as good as like
I think
contemporary
it's
stuff?
see this is the thing. It's I tried to explain that in my videos, and it's really difficult because when you say archival, people think it's shitty. It's not shitty. But you've listened to like the '50s records by Charlie Parker. It's like that.
Yeah.
It's like that. It's not shitty at all, but it's not tone.
It's a different sonic thing.
Yeah, and they sound really
Well,
good.
have you guys
They don't
listened-
sound like that Doris Bakersfield asshole shit record that came out last year.
You know, I recently saw that Nat Cole live at the Blue Note in Chicago, I think it is. It's coming out. Have you guys seen that?
I haven't heard it. The cover looks good, but
Yeah, well, I streamed it. To me, it sounded not great.
okay. That's not on my list, but I really like it. It's 3 records though. It's a heavy motherfucker.
Yeah.
But I like this a lot. So I just hypnotized Billy.
Billy, why do you ask, Billy?
I don't know, because it seems like so unappealing to me, and I don't know if that's like sort of a taste thing, or if it's just I just see so many like Art Tatum records that I could just pick up any time that it feels weird getting
Why
a
don't
3
just
album.
wait on it? Just wait. It's going to be around.
Dude, wait a month and that thing's going to be half price.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, what does it cost half price?
It's $80.
No, it's not.
You know what, Billy? It's okay. You're an Art Tatum hater.
Do you have mileage? Do you have mileage? Fly to Seattle and you stay here. I got a room.
I'll come listen to your. I'll call. Yeah, we'll listen to the whole thing. I'll record with my phone. It'll sound great.
Yeah, but Billy, you're not interested in this Art Tatum just based on like the.
I think it's based on the fact that like I guess I have a big problem with like even like this Shelly Man. I bet that's really good.
Actually, Billy confided in me in a text. When he was a little boy in elementary school, some kid named Tart Tatum beat the shit out of him.
They called me Fart Tatum when I was a kid. No, it's to me it's like with the Shelly Man too, where it's like I feel like there's a lot of Shelly Man live recordings that I don't have all of the live at the Blackhawks, and it's like okay, I can maybe go find one of those for $15, and like if I were a super Shelly Man fan and I was dying to hear like another session, then maybe that would be appealing to me. But it's like I feel like there's just so much recorded output.
But here's a good question, okay? I understand people like Mazzy buy those endless amounts of dead live shows, but to me, you just need one. It sounds
That's different. No, Wax Dead is completely different.
No, I don't. Okay, hold on.
Hold on. I didn't challenge your Fart Tatum nonsense.
You should have.
I'm just saying.
I am. I'm about to do that.
I have a lot of Dead. Hold on.
The Dead is a whole other.
Well, wait. Let me finish. I feel like those live from the Blackhawk albums are so fucking good. No other Shelly Man can live up to those.
But that's not the point. Oh my god, that's not the point. Okay, let me jump in here.
Mike's gonna make some enemies.
I'm jumping in. Number one, Billy. I don't know why you brought up Shelly Man when we're talking about Art Tatum.
Same series. Jazz.
You know what? The road of the apocalypse.
Breaking that down. Number two, Shelly Man at the Blackhawk with Joe Gordon on trumpet. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. This one is with Stu Williamson on trumpet. So we're talking totally different.
He played with Stu on a ton of those soundtracks. You could buy him for $1.
You know,
that's fine, but you were talking about Shelly Man at the Blackhawk.
Hey,
I'm just
no. I'm just saying Shelly Man live recordings. Like I'm just saying like I feel so like there's so many of them. What would
read that, Mike?
Yeah. Dark Mike is back, baby.
No, this is
hey,
this
listen.
is not good.
This is not good.
Well, they always said something about Cecil Taylor that he'd been playing the same song for.
Well,
40
I guess
years.
no. I'm just joking. Obviously I love Billy. Billy
Yeah.
is Billy. You are like one of my favorite people in the world.
Okay,
so
thank you.
I'm
Wait,
fucking around.
Mike.
No, Mazzy, you're less. You're second fiddle.
Okay.
Hold on. I'm not playing guessing games. If you don't chill out, I'm gonna say Jazz Bum Mike after.
I
That's
entered those two double comps on BMG would be a good overview. You get
No,
really a cross section of deeper
No,
cuts,
get
Darren.
the King's what is it?
King's Chronicles.
Get that. That
Controversy?
is the
Yeah,
fucking, that is the
but
fucking
don't get the
awesome.
Record Store Day one that came out a few years ago.
No,
Get the original King's Chronicles.
Yeah, King's
on Reprise.
Chronicles.
That's
fucking
great.
Awesome, right?
The black
That's-
one, the UK comp, the black one.
Well,
The
the Black
US
album,
one
the UK,
sounds
that's rare. That goes for money.
I
Yeah.
have it. It's good. Get that one, Darren. It's
Yeah, but if you
$20.
don't-
Oh, also, what's up with this like Pink Floyd that like Mike Esposito did a video? He's got like 50,000
another.
views on
It's
it.
a 50th anniversary. That's some weird kind of vinyl.
Yeah, it's
Go
the
ahead.
same as the 2016.
It's basically it's a collector's item.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, look, if they put out an album with Frank Sinatra's toupee in it, you buy it. It's like,
Yeah, that's true.
Well, they won't because you know what?
Rigor mortis
Frank
still
Sinatra is woefully underrepresented in today's reissue world. So thank you, AB from Impex, for actually acknowledging that Frank is deservedly worthy.
Well, I wonder
of,
why.
his
Like,
Mazzy.
I wonder if that would be good for Light in the Attic, since
Right,
Light in the
right,
Attic's
right.
doing all the Nancy and Lee Hazelwood stuff. Wouldn't they be a good candidate for the Frank?
Honestly, I think that Frank just got way too big.
I think
And
Billy died.
I feel like he's like I feel like right now like nobody gives a shit about him, but I just feel like
I bet his
Maybe-
estate's all tied up in weird ways too. Like
he was way too insanely. He was the biggest celebrity of his time. So it's just like today, it's just like he's not that big of a deal. But
Kind of like
I
Elvis.
feel like,
Presley.
hold on. Your vitriol should be directed at Mark Glassman, Mike.
what is this? Because you can't find any.
I
I
think
have
like
I have them all.
Mike, I think you and Mazzy should collab on a classic Mazzy ranked video to give us the rundown of Frank records so we can know where to start.
There was Sinatra news recently, like literally within the past 24 hours, that Scorsese wants to revive his Sinatra script, which was rejected by Tina Sinatra early on because it showed that he was friendly with the mafia, so she didn't want to have that. But it's revived.
That's
and,
no news to anyone.
And who they want to play, who Scorsese wants to play Sinatra is DiCaprio.
Yeah, that's been around. And
God, it's not
who's
DiCaprio.
playing Jennifer Lawrence is playing Ava Gardner.
Yeah.
I don't know about. Yeah. Did you hear the? I just heard. Maybe it's old news now, but Tarantino's not going to do The Critic as his last film.
Yeah,
He changed.
Wait,
his last
he
film.
abandoned it?
he's abandoning it. Yeah.
I honestly, I think Scorsese should not do the Sinatra biopic. I just think he's going to fuck it up.
But I think
Why? Why do you think that?
Because I think if he gets Tina Sinatra's approval, I think the script gets
He's gonna suffer. Oh.
Yeah.
He won't do it. He won't do it. He won't do it.
And honestly, I feel like if they made it a couple decades ago, it probably would have been better.
He's either going to get final cut or he's not going to do it. So it either gets done and it's good.
Hey, this is a different stream last time. People don't know Renee here.
I feel like the thing is, I feel like
this is Daniel Day-Lewis.
I feel like
he's
this
retired, Mazzy.
I feel like the Sinatra Ava Gardner story is so excellent that to fuck it up would ruin such a great piece of history. And I just feel like he's going to do it. I feel like he's going to fuck it up. I feel like it's not going to be right. In my opinion.
Well, here's the deal with him.
Wow, that's a take.
He gets what he wants.
Well, couldn't he get? Well, I was gonna say, couldn't he get like what's the kid in Dune? What's the guy, young new actor in Dune?
Timothée Chalamet.
He's already playing Bob Dylan.
Can he get Tim? No.
He's
I
playing
got
Bob
another
Dylan.
thing.
That dude weighs 100 pounds.
He can do
soaking wet, man.
John and Yoko. The John and Yoko.
No,
love
I
story.
agree, Mazzy. That's a
John,
yeah,
John
I
and
agree.
Yoko love story. You get Shamalama Ding Dang, Timothy Shamalama Ding Dang, and you get Scarlett Johansson to play Yoko because she's playing an Asian woman before, and that can be
Where?
you know.
Where
it's-
did she play?
Mazzy,
He
Asian
played that,
actors have to play Asian
He
parts.
played an anime character in a.
You know what? I'm going to stand up and say we need no more Beatles movies. We don't need them anymore.
But it's only the bed-in. It's only the bed-in period.
They're making 4 Beatles movies, so that's what we're
Yeah,
doing.
I'm just.
Wait, what's
my
the new
God.
thing? There's like another Let It Be or something, or there's like a
They're going to release the original version.
The
of
original
Let
EP is coming out cleaned up, but as is, which they should. It's part of the canon. You know?
Here's my thing with the Sinatra thing is that whoever does it needs to do it in a way that reinvigorates the youth with this man. And if they don't do it, if that does not happen, then they fucked up.
With a British guy that did.
They don't need to make
What's the matter
a
with
British
they don't
guy
need-
that did the
they don't
Queen and
need-
Elton
They
John
do not
movie.
need to make a Sinatra album for me. They need to make a Sinatra album for the 17-year-old in high school.
Okay,
Well,
so
that's
Mike,
the
you're
new thing.
contradicting
Oh,
yourself.
no.
Mike, you're contradicting
what
yourself.
Are you trying to do to these 17-year-olds in high
If you're gonna pander to 17-year-olds, it's not gonna be this revolutionary film.
No, it's
It's
not
gonna be-
pandering. It's not pandering. It's being relevant.
Well, that's what
That's
you're
what
talking
you-
about.
They-
You're talking
hold
about
on, man.
It's
Hold on,
if
Mike.
they're
Maybe a
making,
Japan,
they're making a
making
movie,
Japan
they're making a movie,
version of the
if they're making a movie for me, a 40-year-old man, then they've already lost.
You're 40.
But hold on. So
No,
the one person
39.
here who knows movie demographics, Mike, is typically a movie like that actually starts at 40 years old. When they
Yeah.
make biopics, it's not for anyone under 25. I promise
well
you.
then they've already lost. It's just so
But they
stupid. I
haven't-
feel like
But that's
Oliver Stone should
hold
do
on.
it.
That's why here's the deal.
it'll be shit. Nobody will remember it. They'll never even. Everybody will go watch it, and then fucking
Anthony
after that,
Hopkins
after
playing
that,
Making
Sinatra.
those- if
So
you're
you
making
want
those-
Sinatra to be
It's
a
not-
plain
it's not
movie?
gonna be-
You want it to
it-
be a plain
it's-
movie?
No, I think his legacy is worthy of greatness, and if you don't bring that, then
Why
But
don't we
fuck.
instead make it like an 8-episode?
No, it would be a
HBO.
mini series.
I don't know what it is, but all I know is
Yeah.
it needs to be. It needs when they do Sinatra, they need to make it the hottest thing out. Period.
Dua Lipa should play Sinatra.
That's what it is. That's what he was.
I think they should get Jack Harlow to play Sinatra.
Oh.
Being serious, if they want to do an effective thing, it'll be a streaming service miniseries.
Wait,
Yeah,
Rob, what are they?
That's
Wait, the
bullshit.
Tarantino rumor though, is he replacing that with another film, or
So
is
Yeah, he's
here's
gonna.
what- I
Yeah,
don't
but he
know.
hasn't announced what film yet.
Hold on. Here's what I think, because he wants to have this legacy of 10 films,
yes.
and then he'll probably move to writing TV stuff. I think he probably thought this would probably be better as an 8-episode TV thing when he was thinking it out, and I think he couldn't make it work with the lead, so he scrapped it, and he's probably going to go back and make a movie that's more theatrical and big.
Has
like
his
he-
financing changed since Weinstein has
I don't
gotten?
know. Anyone would drop their trow to give him what he wants.
And is the rumor of him doing Reservoir Dogs still a thing?
I don't know that.
He was
I
going to
don't know
redo
why
it.
he do that.
He wanted to redo it as his final film. He had talked about that.
Next,
I don't know about that.
Mike from New York Times. You have a question? I mean, it seemed like kind of a press thing to
That-
Rob.
this is Mazzy humor.
Brad
Yeah,
Pitt was going to play a reviewer who reviewed.
Yeah, but
porn
it was
movies.
also supposed
I
to
just-
be who's the fat actor who's getting a lot of buzz?
Jonah Freeman.
No, Joe Freeman.
Mary
That's not the
McCarthy.
other- I think you combined two different people together there.
Mary
I
McCarthy.
said what I need to say, and I'm ready.
No, it's that Paul Welsler,
Precious.
Paul Thomas Welsler, who played the Olympic bomber guy. He was supposed to be the critic guy,
I
I
thought it was.
don't know. I don't know if I know him.
and then because
I thought it was Brad Pitt.
No. So here's what I'd heard. He was changing the story so much of the script that the character Brad Pitt played in Hollywood was supposed to be in this story.
That's what I heard.
An older version. So I don't think he could make it work.
So is he still going to do the critic, but
Not
like
a-
in a different
for
form?
right now, no.
Hold on. Okay, so let me give you an example that you can use. He wrote the Hateful Eight, right?
Yeah.
And then the script got leaked online.
Yeah.
Freaked out and pulled it and said, "I'm not making this movie." Then he did a live reading of it, which I went to raise
Wow.
money for Film Independent.
That's
and
cool.
and it was awesome because we were in a giant theater, maybe 600 people.
Yeah.
And he was on the side of the stage, and the cast was there. It was about 80% of who was in the movie was there. Kurt Russell was there.
Wow.
And this was what's funny about Tarantino. He go, cut. It was a live reading. He go, cut. And he turned to the audience. He goes, you shut the fuck up. We're trying to do this reading up here. It was awesome to watch.
Is it real? He's real, yeah.
Yeah. So then after he did that live reading, it juiced him and he decided to make the movie. So I think that sort of thing probably happened with this. For some reason, something hit him wrong. He's very reactionary to this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
The dude's probably sitting on 10 scripts he's written and we just don't know it.
Yeah.
So I kind of feel
You saw one of Rob's auctions and realized it
dark
wouldn't work.
comedic drama is probably not how he wants to end things.
His crescendo, right? Yeah.
Yeah. It's not how he wants to end.
I think
Hollywood was so
I
good.
think he should start his movie with a whack-a-mole, and basically within the series of the 3-hour movie, every time I pull a record, it's in the next part of the story until they all intertwine by the end, and all the of the records, 10 records I pull, is the characters in the story, and then they kill me at the end of the story.
No, Billy's in a very envious position because the way the story ends is Mazzy being smothered by a pillow.
That's how it starts. That's how the movie starts.
I don't know what's going on. You want him to smother me with a pillow. Louis wants to wrestle me in Austin. I don't know. This is going to be.
It's going to be fun.
You want to rethink that visit there, right now.
It's going to be kinky in Austin.
Yeah, it's going to be a blast.
It'll be a fun time, but we need to eat barbecue. That's one of my goals there.
I'm very nervous about.
Thank you for coming up.
Bye, Nicole.
Bye, Nicole.
Go get in line now.
She's not getting in line.
I'm very nervous about Scorsese's.
Well, can you do a top 10 Sinatra records?
Well, okay, hold on. Let's step back, Mike. How much Scorsese have you watched?
A lot.
All of it?
Has he really dropped the ball on any of his work?
No.
Yeah,
I
didn't like
do you
that.
feel like he's going to mess it up?
I think
this is the one he's going to mess up.
Killers? You didn't like Killers?
I didn't like the first 3 movies he did with DiCaprio. I didn't like DiCaprio as the pilot,
Aviator?
Howard Hughes?
I didn't like him. I thought he was too young then for Howard Hughes. I didn't like what else did he do?
That's my problem. I think he's going to cast wrong. I think it's going to be wrong.
I think it's going to be wrong. The best thing DiCaprio did was that Bear movie, and I like in the Hollywood movie with Tarantino. He was great. But when he was younger, but that middle period of DiCaprio, he was trying to play older than he was, and I didn't feel the gravitas in him.
But like right now, DiCaprio is the top. Like he could crush anything right now.
Absolutely. And I didn't like him.
No, he can't crush.
I thought he was.
He can't crush young Sinatra. He's like 25 years old.
In Gangs in New York, I think he was one of the weak links in that movie. Because
I disagree with that.
How did you feel about New York, Mike?
I mean, I like basically everything that.
I've never seen New York.
That seems bizarre because you seem like a big Liza Minnelli fan.
Oh, is that what it's about? Okay. Is that the Scorsese musical?
Really endearing.
Yes,
this is so endearing that Mike is so protective of Sinatra legacy, and I love it.
They're going to fuck it up.
Bruno Mars. Bruno Mars.
I can see it in you, Mike. You're really.
I just feel like this is. I feel like number one, Tina Sinatra probably won't sign off on this, and number two, if she does, it's going to be fucked up because she signed off on it.
Does Nancy have any say in this?
No, the sole person who says yes or no is Tina.
How old is Tina?
Tina runs his
probably in her 70s.
So
Yeah.
is she
She's
healthy?
she's not gonna allow them to talk about him with, like, to make him buddy up with
What if they're waiting for Tina to die?
That's what I was
Well,
saying.
could she be smothered with a pillow?
Yeah. And the Mazzy whack-a-mole to get whack-a-mole.
I think I got
And
a
the
movie.
problem
I
with the
got,
Lazzy Whack-a-Mole, when he says these 10 records, 10 of them are Nick Cave records.
Yeah.
could be then it could get really dark and sexy and spiritual.
Vim Vendors.
Yep.
They're just gonna fuck it up. I know they're gonna fuck it up.
Oh, you got to see the new Vim, the latest
So
Vim
good.
Vendors.
Hold
so
on.
good.
Here's
It's
what,
so. Oh, I thought you said no good.
here's
It's so
No,
good.
so good. So good.
Yeah.
Here's what's funny about it. Mike
Best
is angry
movie.
about this.
Well, I feel like Mazzy can appreciate, and it's like if you're gonna do a Beatles movie, it's like they're gonna fuck it up. They're not gonna do it right.
Yeah, but
You know what I?
no one's ever happy.
A lot
with
of people are
anything.
really upset about these 4
100%.
Beatle movies, but the guy who's doing them and writing them and probably directing them, he's fucking great. He's a theater writer. That's what's his name, who did not Shawshank. What's the Tom Hanks movie? The dark movie with Paul Newman.
The Road to Perdition.
He did Road to Perdition.
Yeah, he did a bunch.
He was
of
married to
James
Kate
Bond movies.
Winslet for a number of years.
But his last good movie, that 1917, that was a good movie.
I didn't see that, but he's a
Oh,
good
yeah.
director. He's an excellent
It
writer.
won the Oscar, Mazzy. You didn't see
Didn't see
1917?
it. He's an excellent writer. If Sam Mendes, yeah,
Sam
he's
Mendes.
an excellent director, excellent writer. He did 2 of the best James Bond movies. You know,
Nah. The last,
did he do Casino Royale?
no, that was actually.
But he
Dolph
did the
Lundgren.
one where M gets killed.
He did. I think the third or the fourth.
One M gets killed in the.
I understand, but I think he did about the third. or
Anyway,
fourth
he's a.
Daniel
If anyone
Craig.
can pull it off, he can. So
All right, so
I'm-
give an example of a biopic or biopic, whatever, that Mike you start of like that was successful that didn't fuck it up.
Francis Farmer.
I just want to stress that, like, whatever has come before does not impact the Sinatra biopic.
Ring of Fire or whatever the
No,
Walk
but
of
No,
Fire.
I didn't like it. Honestly, I can't even think of a good one.
Dewey
know-
Cox.
The Doors
Hey,
movie.
Hey, Mike
I
privately.
like the Doors movie.
Me
Mike,
too. I
you
love
told-
that movie.
Hold on,
Yeah.
Mike privately told me he had a good idea for a movie about jazz, but I'll
Yes.
tell you my idea for a movie about jazz, and don't tell me I don't know what your idea is because you didn't.
I
know.
have the best movie. I have the best
Okay,
movie.
hold on, but here's my idea: a movie about the making of Money Jungle. That would be a good movie, wouldn't it? The Ellington Mingus.
Is there enough information, or you
Oh,
make
yeah.
up like a
Yeah,
fan?
it
That could be
doesn't
good.
matter. Whoever would come up with it would study it, and they could make an hour and a half movie about it because
Yeah,
they
that could be
hated
good.
each other, and
I
it just
know.
it just
And
would, that would make
Mingus,
a good
Ellington, and
movie.
Max Roach are
Control is a good movie. The Joy Division.
That was good. That was good.
Well,
And
what
that's the
about the one?
photographer
What about the one
who
with
did all the
Steve
YouTube.
I'm not
coverage.
going to say what my
Yeah.
idea is, but I'm
24
going to
hour
tell you
Corbin,
people forget.
Anton Corbin.
Anton
whenever
Corbin.
I get in front of
He
He
did
Tom,
the
I'll-
documentary on hypnosis too.
Is that good? I haven't watched it.
It's really good. It's on. You can watch. It's on Amazon.
Yeah, I should watch
Or no,
that.
on Netflix, whatever.
24-hour party people's good.
That's
It is.
good.
It is.
I think
I
the
hated
problem-
the Elvis
the-
movie. The fucking
I feel like
the
the
last
problem
one.
with the
Baz
Sinatra.
Luhrmann, the Baz Luhrmann one. Oh my
I
god,
was surprised. I liked it more than I thought.
I did not like that.
Yeah, Amadeus
the
is
problem.
good, but that's a whole different thing because that's
What
famous.
I fear about the Sinatra biopic isn't the script. I feel like it is. It's almost like not the script. It's like everything else. It's like they're gonna do. Leonardo DiCaprio as Sinatra because he's a big star, not because he's the right player to cast. They're gonna do. They're gonna do some cheesy stuff
You
within the
missed all the
script.
fun, Charles.
I just feel like the problem with the big Hollywood Sinatra story is they're gonna ruin it because they're gonna try to make it box office successful, and so they could play it in the U.S. and China.
Well,
And it's
wait.
like
Have you
they're
heard?
gonna
Do you
fuck
have
up the
any
story.
knowledge? Do you have any knowledge of the story? Is it a period of his life? Just a
Well,
snap-
if Ava Gardner's in, it's going to be in the early 50s. It's
All
going to
right.
be it's going
How
it's
old
going to
was-
be
how
the
old
late
was he
40s,
then?
early 50s.
How old was he then?
30s.
I don't know the exact age, but it's going to be like late
DiCaprio
30s.
is like 48 years old, right?
Yeah, it's going to be like late 30s.
I don't think
DiCaprio is definitely too old to play that.
Yeah.
If he's playing Ava Gardner when Frank
No, Jennifer
was hooking up
Lawrence.
with her,
Jennifer Lawrence is playing Ava Gardner.
She's in her 40s. J-Law.
he's way too.
No,
he's
she's
way
30.
Too old.
She's like 35.
Yeah, he's way too old, and she's way too old, probably.
He can play young.
Yeah,
DiCaprio can play young.
but here's my point. The
That's the
Irishman.
problem.
Hold on. The Irishman, he de-aged everyone in that movie digitally.
Whatever. They don't need a DA. Just get somebody else that's
That was-
age appropriate.
Yeah, I agree. I'm with you. I think DiCaprio's wrong for that role.
Okay,
Yeah.
but don't you think Scorsese, if it does have like mob ties and like Sinatra basically was like a Hollywood gangster, like you don't think he would do a good job?
I
at,
think
like,
no. I think Tina Sinattra's going to fuck it up because she owns.
he
his
won't do it
IP.
if she fucks it up.
Well, that would then why would it be revived then?
He's going to convince her to do it.
This script is 2 decades old.
Did it
Do you know
leak
that?
online yet? Wax?
He wanted DiCaprio
What
to
now?
play this like he wanted
Where's the
DiCaprio to
script?
play this like 20 years ago.
I don't know, but I
No,
wouldn't. Get
that is not. That is a fact.
I don't get so angry about it though, dude.
Dark Mike.
Mike, what did you eat for dinner tonight? That's
I don't think he ate dinner. That's the problem.
Can you
I
open the
don't
door?
know.
Get some air in the
This is-
closet,
this is
man.
fucking terrible.
Hey, hold
This is
on.
really-
No, hold up, Mike. I have a serious question for you, and please don't
Not
interrupt.
Michael Bublé.
Mike,
Give me a
here's my
break.
serious question. Did your captor put air holes in that place you're in right now?
I just said a different version of that.
My
joke.
Anyway.
mine's funnier.
It doesn't even matter. Honestly, I had a really shit day, but I would say the same
Okay.
exact thing about a great day.
No, you are very
Yeah.
passionate about this stuff.
No, I just feel like I don't know. There's certain things. This is the problem with live streams is that somehow I navigated to places that I get really passionate about, like Frank Sinatra's biopic.
Uh-oh, Frank's Tina's calling.
My wife's calling me. All right.
Yeah, you should-
Anyway, guys, I gotta go.
Gotta
I'll
walk
see
the
y'all
dog.
later.
Later, Mike.
How about
Yeah.
please don't kill Jim Record Collector News, please.
She just texted him, Mike, get out of the closet and stop watching that porn.
Man, I wish I had a hidden place to be, but it's my apartment.
This was a kind of
Yeah.
a nice little conversation.
Yeah.
I think it needs to be someone younger, like not DiCaprio.
Well, wait, hosting the stream?
You want that too, but not for Sinatra.
Well, but here's the problem, okay? And as someone who's a Hollywood insider, the problem is to get a movie made, you need the money. The investors want to know
Give me
that
the
you have
name. I understand that.
and there are really only 5 bankable movie stars. If it's not, and I'm a firm believer, the thing you need is familiarity. So if you don't have a bankable movie star, you need a property that's familiar, like Transformers or Superman or something like that.
Yeah,
That's
but a Scorsese movie, if he pulls someone out of like some new person who, like even the girl in Killer of the Flowers Moon, she's a star now. The Indian girl in Killers, and like he like, like if he.
But he had other
found-
people
Let me
surrounded.
explain. Here's the problem Scorsese's in right now. He's Scorsese. He could do whatever he wants. Problem is, do you know how much the budget of his last film was?
No,
It was a shitload of money. The only reason every studio probably said no to him. The only studio who said yes to him was Apple. Tomorrow, Apple could buy every single movie studio and just outright with cash. That's how much money they have. So the only reason that movie got made is because Apple said yes.
Well, they need content.
My friend is the head of marketing for Apple Movie, and I can tell you right now, that movie didn't do well for them at all. They wanted it for their streaming service. Scorsese demanded a theatrical run. They did it.
it ruined
That didn't make money. And then I don't think it did particularly well on Apple streaming service. It didn't make people subscribe to it.
And Napoleon's doing worse.
Well, that's another thing, but
Has anyone seen Napoleon?
I haven't seen it.
It's on Apple too.
Is it good?
No, it's
Apparently
not.
not.
It's not good. But here's again, we're getting back to the issue. I think Scorsese probably he wants to make this movie. It hinges on Tia Sinatra saying yes, but his investors, it's not going to be easy for him to get the kind of money he wants to make that film.
Let me ask you this. Rick says, not Harry Styles for fuck's sake, but Harry Styles could be a good choice.
I think so too.
You know, I mean, for the young Sinatra.
No. Hold on, Darren. Every when you watch a movie, next time you watch a film, you'll see 5 or 6 production companies. So that's how movies are made these days.
Not Ridley. Yeah, Ridley. I think Ridley Scott hasn't made a good movie in a long time.
Harry Styles was actually good in that movie that everyone thought he was bad in my opinion.
The one out in the desert, the 50s kind of.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was with.
That was cool. Yeah.
Yeah, he's better than I always think he's going to be.
Me too.
You know.
Plus, he can sing and he has that look. You know.
Yeah, I personally. So the only thing Timothy Chalamet has going for him is he's had 3 or 4 movies that have made a shitload of money. So he by
did Wonka make money?
Okay, I saw that movie.
But it made a lot of money, Mazzy.
Wonka.
I hated that movie. I hated. We saw it because the Cinerama reopened finally since the pandemic, big screen, everything. I fucking hated that musical of Charlie the Chocolate, whatever. It was so bad, but it was huge. It was a massive hit. I don't get it.
Hold on, Jeffrey, you're horrible at this. Please stop.
I saw Dune 2 also, and it looked great on screen. But the Dune movies, I don't know.
Okay, I'm a bad person because for 30 years I had to watch movies for my job and everything, and I don't like going to a theater anymore. But I tried to watch the first Dune, and nothing happened for an hour and a half.
I've read the books in high school. I read Dune, The Messiah.
Nothing happy.
They're fucking complicated. You could read the book and not know what went on.
The movie was complicated. I just couldn't find.
I watched them both, and some people loved them. It looks great. Everyone's good in it, but I said Barbie was good. Barbie was great.
I could only get through 20 minutes of
Barbie. I saw Barbie twice.
Well,
Barbie was great.
Saw Barbie twice.
But my favorite movie last year was Oppenheimer.
Wait, what about the guy in Barbie who he's like the #1 guy in the world right now?
I think he's a little old too now.
No, but he's the fall guy supposed to be excellent.
He's
awesome.
Ryan
Gosling.
He's the best.
He's great. I think he's too old for Sinatra though.
I think
he looked young in Barbie.
Here's my feeling about Ryan Gosling. I think he has enough power now. I think he only wants to make movies that he wants to make, and I think he's more on the lighter side of things.
Did you see him on SNL? I thought he was good.
I did say Barbie was good. I like Barbie. I liked it.
Although The Driver was a great movie, but
Driver was great.
Yeah.
The best thing I just watched is Ripley, man.
Yeah, you keep talking about that. It makes
I haven't heard him talk. I haven't heard the video yet. What's up with Ripley?
I didn't do a video on it.
Okay.
Okay. I'm a big fan of the books. Okay, Patricia Highsmith is this mystery writer. She was a lesbian in the 50s.
Yeah, I know her. Yeah.
She wrote Strangers on a Train. Okay.
Yeah.
In the 50s, she wrote The Talented Mr. Ripley.
Right.
And the first movie was a French film called Purple Noon in like the late 50s with what was the really pretty boy actor? And I forgot it's a French. That's based on Talented Mr. Ripley. Wim Wenders made a movie, American Friend, with Dennis Hopper. That's based on the second book, Ripley's Game.
Is that good?
It's great. But I've seen that like probably 40 times.
I'll watch that. I haven't seen it.
It takes a while though. You got to watch it 2 or 3 times. Bruno Ganz, the guy who's on the Hitler memes on YouTube for all he plays.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, and then Talented
Matt Damon.
With Matt Damon, and that was a great film. So Ripley, the TV series. Oh, then there's also one called Ripley's Game with Malkovich. It wasn't a big movie, but a good movie. All the movie versions have been good. There are 5 books on the Ripley books. He's this con artist. There's homoerotic, like, is he gay? Is he not? I mean, he always is about to get caught, like Strangers on a Train, and very much like those 2 characters. But this was written by what's the guy who wrote it and directed the?
He did Searching for Bobby Fischer.
He did
Steve
Searching,
Zal-
but he also wrote the script for
There's
Schindler's
Steve,
List.
Steve Zalj.
It's the most beautifully black and white. Every shot is like the best still photograph you've ever seen.
So-
Noir,
But it's modern
noir-like.
noir, right? It's set today.
It's set in the 50s.
Oh, okay.
Or early, it's set in 1960 about. And the thing is, the main actor, did you ever see the Sherlock Holmes BBC series?
Yeah, that was great.
The guy that played Moriarty, the guy who played in Fleabag, the hot priest,
Yeah.
he's Ripley, and it's creepy as hell, and it's slow. Steve Zalian, that's it. It's great.
I just said his name. What?
I just read it here. I'm
I
listening. I'm looking at into Billy's dark pupils here. Exactly.
Yeah, as he smothers you with a pillow.
But it rolls out slowly and creepy, and it's the same story as Talented Mr. Ripley.
Hell,
So,
Hold on.
Is it a miniseries or is it going to be?
yeah,
seasons?
8 episodes. On
I want to make a movie called The Untalented Mr. Roberto.
But be
Please.
patient. Have a glass of something. But it's so good.
I just told
All
you
right.
my idea, Roberto. My idea for a movie is a movie of the making of Money Jungle. That would be a good movie. They hated each other, all of them.
Well, I've got record store day. I got to pack.
Oh,
Yeah, the
So what's
Kinks, and they use
anyone
Kinks
in New York,
music. in
go to
there.
Billy's record store. What are your hours tomorrow?
Tomorrow, 12 to 6.
And what's your
25% off when you mention
Untalented Mr.
Are you giving out donuts tomorrow?
Untalented Mr. Roberto is the
Are you giving out donuts tomorrow?
Yeah, Dunkin' Donuts and coffee.
Okay.
Hey,
But yeah.
I think Sonny Murray. Hey, Lastman, do you think Sonny Murray would make a good Sinatra?
All right. Good night, everybody.
All right, good night.
I'm
All
going to
right.
get in line. No,
Ciao. This is fun.
Good luck. I hope everyone gets all the records they want for tomorrow.
You too. Go get it.
Bye. Bye, everyone.